Previously on the Quest Company.
Oi, man, do you need a guide around the city?
Maybe. Is that what you do?
Yeah, I'll give tours. What are you looking for?
We do want to go to the swamp.
A swamp?
Yeah.
That's in the Pearl District. Why would you want to go to the Pearl District?
I've heard there are pearls there.
There ain't pearls there, it's a shithole.
Oh.
Get the fuck out!
I hate the pearl maker. He looks different.
Are you kidding me? This is my favorite running gag.
Where's Jonathan?
If you're looking for firearms, you're not going to find with someone selling them, but several of the gangs carry them. This is Ald Lento. It's the city of roses. They have thorns. Everyone listens. Everyone tells everyone everything. The Hot District, it's where the mages used to live.
The who?
The mages, before they kicked them out.
Why'd they kick him out?
Because we aren't a part of Aldeni anymore. And you see one shopkeeper. It's a short male half-orc.
Well, welcome, and what can I do for you? The Asher family, but that's less of a family.
What do you mean by less than family?
Well, it's more or less headed by Solomon Asher. He's a rather fine gentleman. Talk with the Florentines. They're the best to talk to, but they've recently been under some hard times, so they may not listen to you. The father of the family, his daughter and son were both killed.
Oh, that's terrible.
By presumably one of the other families.
Amongst the shit and piss that is slums, you do smell the delicious scent of bread on the air, like fresh bread. And you note that several of the people that you are passing, they are subtly, very intensely watching Roarke.
Okay, maybe we'll just ask where the swamp is, find a kid, and then if we find it, we will come back and get you guys. But I think it is safer than just letting a skeleton and a blue person walk in the street. That's all I have to say.
You hear a booming voice.
Who let that son of a bitch in here?
From the back corner, a large, hulking body stands up. Rather rotund in shape, blue skin as it steps into the light, and red hair. Roarke, you see Roland.
Oh, shit.
She doesn't.
I love it.
Maybe.
Beyond the pale blue sky.
We're back.
You know what I love? I love when we harmonize like that. Right? And then you went higher and I was like, dang it.
Harmony is generous. It's our word.
And tell
Hey guys, in case you were wondering, we're having this moment
Oh,
with
is
Brooke
this
singing
copywriting?
No, we're still good. We're still
We're
good.
gonna get sued.
I mean, yeah, WB is gonna come down on us.
Keep going.
Keep saying you're gonna get
What's the
sued.
one
Bring
she
down the
sings
fucking
when
wool
she's like
hammer.
a hot mouse?
Is that WB or is that Fox?
Well, you're
That's
really
probably
pushing my knowledge,
Fox.
'cause
That's like
I'm
the
just
Fox
thinking-
cartoons.
Like
Okay,
pizza?
no, because then I know.
No.
Kids
I'm just gonna
in
see-
America, and
Kids?
the road is
There are no
paved
kids in
with
America.
cheese.
I'm gonna see how long
Sorry.
we can delay.
Because then I know cats in
See if you burrow
America.
under the table, Jonah.
We harmonize so
No,
good.
I'm fine.
But there's Fievel Goes West and his
Okay,
sister
well, this-
joins a brothol and then she
so
sings
good.
like some western song.
This
You're
is
putting
why-
Jonah through hell.
I know.
Welcome to Brooke's new podcast.
I'm just making a PSA because thank you. I have chocolate on my mouth. Because for you listeners who don't realize that Fievel has a V in its name, when you think it's Fievel, I just want you to be aware.
So around the girls and kiss her up because
So that everyone knows before we started recording, Sarah asked me to put Fievel somewhere in this campaign. So that everyone knows 30 episodes from now, when a monster tries to kill them named Fievel,
I'm gonna be
and they have to kill Fievel,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, no.
it's going to be
So
really funny for me.
Is he a mouse?
I'm under the table now, listeners.
Come on, Jojo.
So, Roarke. Oh, he's not here. Well, I guess we'll have to skip it.
we're
I
skipping
guess we'll have
it.
to
We're
skip
skipping
it.
I can play as Roarke.
Okay.
Arg.
I can't even tell the difference.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
That's fair. That's fair.
Jonah, you're about to get a whole episode, so like, we're just gonna tear into you for a little bit.
Shit, what you do?
All right,
Take your money.
leave all this in here.
Ooh, take the
Good
money
deal.
and run.
That seems okay to me.
We couldn't do it without you, babe. Sorry.
Roarke, you see your Uncle Roland, who trained you, taught you a lot of the things on your ship growing up. He is just as overweight as he was when you left, but still like that overweight that is also brimming with muscle. Like, burly ass dude, but because he spends a lot of his time in the kitchen, maintains a nice gut, beer gut. Enjoys, he thick AF. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He thick AF.
Oh god.
He daddy. Yo.
Oh god. Zaddy.
No. That's not what he
Daddy.
is. You see, his outfit is a little bit more beat up than you've seen it in the past. Like it always is kind of a little bit beat up, and there are always a little bit of stains going on. But it more so, it looks like he hasn't been able to clean it in a long time by standards. He has a very large red beard going. Boof. Down. He's got that boof beard. And his hair is very kind of unkempt, but similar to yours in the fact that it's got a lot of different like little braids in it and stuff, and just this long red mane going on. Why don't you describe a little bit more of him?
Oh gosh, I mean, like appearance-wise, I think
Yeah.
you got it.
No, just whatever are his horns like.
He's got the same kind of horns that Roarke does that kind of go up and go to the back.
Okay, so
they
like
don't,
swoop up and back.
Yeah, they don't do like the ram curve or anything. But yeah, big guy. He's got a few tattoos and everything here and there.
Yes, he does. He has many tattoos, most covered by what he's wearing, but you can see up one arm, there's what appears to be like half of a shark on his bicep that's like going up into his back.
Yeah.
Very nautical themed.
Is it racist of me to ask? Is he blue?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
it's
blue.
racist.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's
Same.
Jeez, Sarah.
But he is blue as well. He looks very much like an older, overweight version of Roarke. I mean, so the three of you that aren't Roarke, real fast, just go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
20 out the gate.
That's well, 1.
Intelligence?
Not one. Okay,
Not 1.
it's good to know.
20? No. 32. There's a wallet
32.
in my pocket.
11.
11. Cool. Not a very high check. Both.
Dang it, I just wasted that on Fat Roarke.
both the ladies, like, it's very obvious. Like, if you've ever seen tieflings, which you probably at least have seen in passing, they're not super unrare in this world. I mean, you've all seen Lorana and Crestport. Like, you've passed them. There are probably several in Dagger Point. You can very easily ascertain that this is a family member of Roarke, like that.
Light bulb.
Like,
Zara said?
very simple.
Zara.
Frank.
May I?
I mean, all I'm going to say is you do not know that they're related. To whatever extent you want to take your natural one is up to you.
Roarke looks just like you.
Roland, what are you doing here?
He's blue.
Is that any way to greet your old uncle?
I just like run over to him.
And give him a big hug?
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all
just
like bear hug.
Like just from shock to just like sprinting over to him.
Oh, my God.
So Roland is taller than you.
Oh yeah,
He is burlier
he's
than
a
you.
huge dude.
He is a very big dude. You guys watch as Roland like bear hugs Roarke off the ground and just like gives him like big uncle hug.
Out there, he found his big blue gold.
We'll fix it in post.
That's what's going through
Did you get him,
Zara's head now.
a big hug in this.
Damn it. You're right.
What's his name?
I'm not telling you.
You give him this big
I'll
hug
figure it out.
in this reunion, and he equally hugs you back. Like, I mean, there is an aspect of he plays very much a father figure, and you get the sense, Roarke, that he's hugging you like a dad probably would to some extent.
Yeah.
He thinks he's far more than your uncle, or at least thinks of himself as far more than your uncle, and you can kind of glean that. I think you already know it.
Yeah, I do.
But for our listeners, but yeah, you're hugging him, and he eventually puts you down on the ground, and he's like, "It's good to see you, boy," and he like pats you on the head, and he's like, You're getting taller.
It's been 5 years, so.
I guess that's what happens when you get marooned.
What happened? I mean, last I knew you were on the ship, and I got your letter really recently, but I thought you were still on the. Do you want to go upstairs? We got a room. We can get out of the middle of the bar.
Why, you think these fucking louts are gonna do shit? And he just, like, looks over at, like, one of the not bartender, but one of the patrons. And the patron's, like, kind of catches his eye contact, and he just, like, one of those, like, moves, like, the bully,
what you gonna do?
the what you gonna do fake out thing. And the guy's just, like, and goes back to, like, sipping his drink. He's like, oh, we can talk here if we want.
All right. People just been looking at me weird around here all day since we got in. Is that because they know you?
And boy, that's because what family you are. I guess you got away from it because you were in the north.
Shit, I guess.
Yeah, I carved out a nice little hut here. But, I wouldn't go walking around the city looking like us.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Oh my god.
All day, guys! All day!
I love it.
Roland, these are friends of mine. This is Tabitha and Zara and Frank. They've been
I'm
traveling.
Anton.
And Dawson.
He goes down the line, like he pats Roarke on the shoulder and kind of comes to each of you. Oh, he's a cute little goblin. And he kind of like pats Dawson on the head and Dawson's like,
Leave him be. Leave him be, little Dawson.
and he's, well, it's nice to meet you there. And he sticks out a hand to shake Anton's hand.
Yeah, I shake.
And you guys,
I shake his hand.
yeah, you guys shake hands. His hand kind of goes through.
That intelligence check.
You're a strange one, aren't you? And he goes to Zara, and he like reaches out a hand to shake your hand.
Shaking.
You shake your hand. Roll strength check,
Oh, okay.
Zara.
Do I have this? I haven't played in so long. 15.
15. It's like gym bro handshake. It's just like
Love it.
boom. You
Yes!
both like both tensing and just like
Feel great.
it's
about
a really
this
good
relationship.
handshake.
Terry Crews and Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like boom, and it's just like yeah. It's very Predator. It's all the movies from Predator time, like the like Arnold and other
son
jacked
of a
black
bitch.
dude. It's that moment, and it's just like a great handshake. You're stronger than you look.
Thanks. You're strong as you look.
I better be. And he makes his way to Tabitha and he sticks out a hand to shake
Just
your hand.
steps back. You taught Roarke
That's
to
fair.
cook.
Wait, Rourke's cooking now.
Yeah, right?
He's trying at least.
He just breaks out laughing with you at that. Is that true? You're cooking for him now?
Doing my best. We've been on the road, so
He's teaching me.
Oh, that's nice of you, boy.
thanks.
Any good?
It's okay.
We're working on it.
It's a tough critic, this one.
Yeah.
Well, do you feel comfortable talking down here, or do you want to make your way upstairs?
I'm a little pro go upstairs for our dear friend Anton.
Yes.
It might be a good idea
To a
for us to
safe
go
space.
upstairs. We're also supposed to see Griv upstairs in a little while, so we can go ahead and make our way up there. There's some.
What the fuck you need with Kriv?
We've just got some business needing to attend to that we were.
She's gonna try and fleece you for everything you have.
Oh.
Good to know.
No, she'll tell you the truth, but she's gonna take all your money.
Gosh, what a punk!
I don't like that at all.
I believe him.
We don't really have any money, so, you know.
Well, that's
Correct.
good. You already spent what I sent you.
No, yeah, spent it. Got this, and I pull out the chain shirt a little bit and show him.
Hey, where'd you get that?
Emberstone.
They make good shit there.
Yeah, we've been making the rounds.
All right, well, you clearly have some stuff to tell me.
Yeah, and I've got some things I'd love to ask you a little more in private.
All right. And you guys, where you going?
Are we supposed to go?
I'm going. I want to know all about this stuff. He's been marooned for 5 years. Are you kidding me? I thought he was a little crazy, but this Roarke's a little bit of a psycho.
This is also why I want to go upstairs.
I imagine them walking upstairs.
Yeah,
and
we're
this
talking.
is my reaction.
And
Now we've got his family. This is what they call
Come on,
a Jerry
Tabitha, my
Springer
dear.
show.
Tabitha, my dear.
No. Oh, God. Okay, I'm just saying, 5 years is really not a big deal
Okay.
alone compared to other
But
surmounts
also,
of time.
Did you see that hug? That was like a touching reunion. Am I wrong, Frank? That was touching.
My name is Anton.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm
it's
beautiful,
Frank.
attractive Anton.
No, you're, well,
I love my girlfriend, Tabitha.
we're not. That's,
You sound like Link Hogthrob from Muppets. What?
Oh, yeah.
The Muppets.
I don't know what
Pigs
voice
in
I've
Space.
been
Pigs in
on
Space.
before, but I think it works. No matter
That's
what.
I mean, it's Frank.
No, you're Link Hogthrob.
He doesn't know.
But
or care.
to what you said, Frank, you are gorgeous and attractive.
And not my
And
boyfriend.
just like a stunning example of a male specimen.
Yes, I am.
No.
Just wanted to say.
My brother.
So everybody knows the score right now. Anton's gorgeous. He's not.
Fine.
He's pretty normal.
No, he's
What was that?
nothing. She runs upstairs.
He is zaddy.
Yay! I love it. You did it.
Amanda, did that make your hair, like your head crawl? Because it did mine.
It made my hair.
By the way, guys, Amanda is here with us.
Chocash is a beautiful woman.
It's
Beautiful girl.
very true. It's very true. She's
She's
listening because she's probably going to be a guest at some point.
I'm
We'll
ready.
talk about it, okay?
I'm ready.
We'll figure it out. Big fan.
She's gonna be Anton.
Yes.
Ask it a lot. Big
When next you guys meet Anton,
Big
Oh my gosh.
he's going to be a level 7 druid. I'm kidding.
Level 2.
Exactly. It's actually villager status.
4 hit points.
He has 4 hit points and can't do
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
Do you drink at these reunion things? Do you should we get like water or
Gosh.
Oh,
know what?
you notice Roland grab like 3 bottles off the table that he was
okay.
sitting at alone as he's making his way upstairs.
it's you but fat.
I'm
you
already
ever
like
see that?
going up
I
there
did.
with him.
I can't stop looking at it. That's why I'm already halfway up the stairs. I can't stop looking.
It's a fat Roarke.
Do you think they're related?
No, Frank.
Find
damn
that
it.
one.
The tails are like swishing in the same way. As you walk up the
It's like
stairs.
it's almost identical. it's
my
like
God.
super identical, and the fact that you, Frank, are like, I don't see it is
I
incredible.
wonder if they're related.
Frank, just change out. You don't need Anton.
When we go with safe space, honey.
No,
A safe space.
That is horrifying.
You guys make your way upstairs to.
Yeah, the room that we got from Kriv.
Okay, so you guys head up to the room. You all kind of convene in the room.
I would like to sit down and just kind of get ready for the story to unfold. But since it is a family reunion, Zara is going to attempt to draw a likeness of the two of them reunited.
Okay, I need you to go ahead and make.
I mean, this is going to happen over the course of whatever this session is, so just know it will take me a really long time.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a 4.
Okay,
I'm going to work really hard on it.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay, great.
I'll tell you when we get done with whatever's happening.
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
room.
yeah. Great. Just know that that's what I'm doing, guys.
You're working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You two guys, Frank, Tabitha, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're.
I mean, finding a place to sit down in the room, and
Rolling a coin through my hands.
Can I hide?
which looks creepy because it's like disappearing into the flesh,
Yeah, Pirates
And
of
then-
the Caribbean right now.
but it's also like clicking, and you're not made like it's just
Ew.
as it's just clinking across your bones, but like you have flesh, so it makes no sense. It's very
Can I
unsettling.
hide anywhere? Is there like a dark spot I can just like
Um,
awkwardly?
I'd say it's a well lit room and it's rather small. You can make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh, wow. Starting with the ones.
Okay, I
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So you sit.
Yeah, I just said.
mean, you walk in and instinctually look for a place to like kind of dip back to, and there's just not one in the
She's
room.
gonna do a wall sit. and
So you kind of just lean up against, post up against the wall.
No, it's a wall sit. She is working her quads.
Okay, you take time to work your quads. Go ahead and make a strength check.
I sure will. Okay. 15?
15. Okay, you're doing good right now. Roland kind of sits down at the table and puts all the bottles of liquor in. You're all more than welcome to drink,
Thanks.
but
I have a drinking problem.
No, he's fine.
all right.
He can drink.
He has a drinking
Right?
problem because liquid falls through his bones. You can put it down now, Frank.
Right. Did you drop it?
Yeah, I drop it.
Part of why we wanted to go upstairs.
Yeah, I don't have that form for much longer.
Well, shit, you could tie him to the front of a ship.
It's true.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah,
Don't,
let's
don't.
do
He's a
it.
straight up Jolly Roger.
No, no.
I
I like your style.
Yeah. this is
It's
good.
funny, but don't fucking do it. Oh, damn it.
Oh,
It's
The good doctor.
It's
the
okay.
doctor's bag.
I'm gonna give you shit
No.
because you give me shit. I'm kidding. You just kind of are like Frank's just getting confused with all of his different personalities that he's been today, and he kind of kept doing a voice.
Fucking Fudgitsky.
A strange eldritch name. He's not quite sure where it came from.
My legs hurt, so I will go sit by Brooke now.
Okay, so you
But
go.
I'm gonna
You pull up a chair at
scoot
the
my
table.
chair closer to Roarke, away from Roland.
Okay. You sit down at the table, I presume.
Great, yeah. So I grab one of the bottles and just start going to swing it from it. So what happened? How'd you get off the ship? What have I missed?
Oh, why don't we start with you, lad? What's
Yeah,
happening with
why
you?
don't we start with you?
I think that's a great idea.
I've been just trying to send shit your way.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I didn't know where to send anything to with you all going around everywhere, but I got the letter and the bounty. Got it a little late. We actually I don't know if you've heard about what happened in Crestport with the entire population getting put to sleep and everything, but we actually made our way up to Dagger Point and got into some shit there before we made our way back.
I'd heard about Dagger Point. I didn't know what was going on in the city. I just knew that your mom had some goons up there.
Yeah, we briefly ran into some of the goons when we actually met her, and I gestured over to Zara.
Yeah, he did save me from captivity. Him and Frank.
Yeah.
It was weird. I don't really remember a whole lot of it.
I see you're playing hero now.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
We've
let's
seen
not go
somebody
that
who needs
far.
help. Yeah.
I was a life debt. So
Yeah, let's
that
not go
was helpful.
here.
She's a healer.
kinda
We didn't
thing.
know that at the time, but it
I'm
just happened
free
to be
now.
a fortuitous thing.
Yeah, I was interested in the pirating boutonniering business, so I'd be very interested to hear more.
You all know there's nothing wrong with doing a good thing, right?
What?
Yes. I feel
Wait, what
like
kind
that's
of
a trick
pirate are
question.
you?
It's not a trick
Do you
question.
go
I
fire?
feel like that's a trick
Oh,
question.
Wait,
never
do you
mind.
pillage and plunder and go ahoy
Oh, we used to.
on a ship?
I never said there was something wrong with doing a bad thing either.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now I understand
Just what
work so
needs
much
to be
better.
done.
Let's keep going.
Sorry.
What needs to be done?
But yeah, anyway, all the shit went down in Dagger Point. We ran into some of the pirates. When we were grabbing her, they got
What was
away.
happening up there?
There was a fucking coup. I don't know if you knew anything about Glendagan, but there was a whole military takeover. We're pretty sure that what's his name?
I don't know shit about that city. I just knew your mom was taking people up there.
Yeah, well, there's a guy named Kedmir that was up there that we were pretty sure was behind the whole thing.
Kedmir.
If anybody was going up, for Mom's crew and helping him, it was probably that guy. But anyway,
I
all
just
that
know
shit went down. We got caught up in all of it.
She just allocated some ships to transport people. She got paid a hefty sum for it.
Frank,
Makes sense.
It was an easy job.
Rourke, why didn't we just go find her?
Didn't we go find her?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that they were.
At that, he audibly laughs. And just like, you have no idea who we're talking about.
Yeah, they don't know too much about all that.
I mean, she's your mom.
I'd
right?
love to know.
Yeah. Is she like...
You mean to tell me you've been traveling with this fuck for that long and you don't know shit?
Yeah, we're kind
We're
of a
not-
mess.
We're not very much
He keeps us.
speak about intimate things kind of thing.
I
Yeah,
mean...
he kind of keeps us all sane sometimes. So yeah, he's
We don't question him too much.
Sane.
I need Tabitha with advantage, Zara normal roll, and Frank at disadvantage intelligence checks. History
12.
checks.
Oh.
History checks.
12.
12 with advantage?
10.
10
12.
with disadvantage? Okay.
That's a good median.
Seeing them together, all three of you, I would say, Frank, I probably shouldn't have had you roll. So just let me withstand that and go back on that. Sorry. But Zara and Tabitha, you have both are putting together what these two people, what they're associated with. You've heard faint rumors just in like bars. You probably weren't even paying attention to them. But seeing two blue tieflings with red hair together, like, you didn't put it together when you saw Roarke because, like, it was one, like it could have been a fluke. Seeing two and both talking this way and talking about what they're talking about, you remember stories of famous piracy crew. They are the pirates that reside to the southern part of the continent. So where Aldernia is, I'm pointing on the map, viewers. Where that is, farther south, there's just water. Those are the waters that they primarily deal in. They have harried Aldernia for years because it's close, and have probably harried other things, attacked other things. Venturing north is not something super that they've done a lot. So Zara, you probably have heard a little bit less too.
Yeah.
Frank, I took it back just because you're pretty much straight off the boat in existence. So
No, reasonable. Very
sorry. But you guys kind of get an understanding of that there is a piracy thing going on here. More so than just like, I was a pirate. Like,
No, I'm
I'm pirate
grasping it.
royalty. Where were we? Apologize for segueing out of that.
You're good.
I wanted to get that roll out of the way.
Just saying how they didn't know much.
Aye. The reason you didn't go after his mom is because she would have fucking killed you.
Yeah.
I can imagine that after now seeing you and your massive, amazing size and your incredible handshake.
Well, size isn't everything.
What?
Aye, size isn't everything. She'd kill me too.
Really?
She's
Is
about
she,
his size. Smaller.
like, magical on top of it?
She's very fast.
Oh.
Oh, so she's a slut.
Not that kind of fast.
Tabitha.
She's a slut.
Well, he
Yes,
just said
Tabitha. She's a slut. She is.
It's my sister.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
How was that growing up?
Wait, do you have any siblings too?
No.
She used to be normal.
Oh. What changed?
Power.
Power turns into a
How
slut.
did you get marooned?
She tossed me off the fucking boat.
But did you do something?
What, did I do something?
Yeah, she did. She just like tossed you over.
Bad Roarke, and then by
Yeah.
more.
There was talk amongst the crew about certain things that she did not like, and I was made an example of.
Mutiny.
Die. Mutiny.
Ah,
But
juicy.
do you like being in charge because your mom was in charge? And like he tries to lead us a lot, even though we're pretty like unanimously lead each other.
Oh.
No.
I just like give Roland that eye roll as they just argue with each other about that.
You see an air of understanding from someone that has served with assholes their entire life.
So, the whole mutiny thing, were you trying to like, let's turn our act around. Let's be the good pirate Roberts, not the bad.
Or
Dread.
was it like, "Mommy, it's my time," kind of thing? In the most respectful way I
Details.
could possibly say that.
Did you kill somebody?
I mean, I'd killed plenty of people, but that's beside the point.
See, people do it.
Kill
It
people?
can- yeah, it's normal.
Not
Well,
children, though.
I
Like you do.
Excuse me, what?
no, they're confused. I've never killed anybody.
Look, the whole mutiny thing came from the fact that she was doing kind of a shit job around the time, and people wanted a change.
What was she
It's
doing that was so shitty?
Yeah.
She was being a bad leader
Why?
because we weren't making any fucking money.
Oh.
But how was she being a bad leader?
Because she made bad plans that got us all fucked.
Like
She was getting people killed, going after things that she didn't understand.
Well, what were they going after?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you.
But
Also part of the problem.
But we didn't understand them. And that's a huge problem.
You gotta have transparency.
so you didn't do
Yeah,
anything
huh?
bad. Your mom is not a good leader. You don't like your sister. You have no other.
I don't have a
siblings.
sister, it's his sister.
It's my sister.
Oh, do you have any other fam? Is it just you two left?
Where's the dad? Because I'm just putting together you're the uncle.
Dad.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Oh,
when
you're
I
his
said,
uncle?
yeah, I'm his uncle.
Oh, cool.
Well, so where's his dad?
Remember when I said she was a slut? I don't know where his dad is.
So I was right. She is a slut. You guys yelled at me
Oh, is
for
this
no
actually
reason.
Rourke's face right now, Jonah? Like, no. Are you
Yeah, he's just like
Are you
that
just?
face.
Can I get an insight
Oh,
check on
so-
Rourke?
Oh, me too.
On Rourke?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sis.
Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Wait, roll again because he gave you advantage just in case. Okay, never mind.
Roll for slut mom.
That is
Roll for slutty, too.
We did at the beginning.
24.
24. I mean, Rourke, are you trying to hide anything?
I'm not trying to hide it, it's just the
Are you?
face.
You're very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, either way, whoever my dad is doesn't matter.
Your dad?
What?
I love it. Nothing. I just
Your dad's
find
I'm sorry,
out
I'm
Your
not
hilarious.
dad's
trying to
out
be
there
uncomfortable.
somewhere.
Yeah, Zara
I'm not
just
trying to be
totally threw you under the bus. No, you did. It's okay.
Well, I
we
didn't
like
mean
it.
to.
No, she did. Your dad could be anywhere.
Your dads could be out there.
Your
Tabitha
dad's-
could become your stepmom one day.
Yeah, I could be
Anything's
like.
possible.
Yeah, you have no idea. The
Look, Ford,
possibilities.
I didn't mean to make you come.
I hate
That got
all of
weird.
this.
No, let it. I just.
Sorry, we're giving you a hard time.
If you're
So I
this
assume
will
you all
help.
work really well in combat.
Yeah.
This will help.
Oh yeah.
We've had
Understood.
Look,
I've never died
Sorry,
before.
picture.
We've had dark moments.
In attempt to make Roarke feel better, I give him the photo I've been drawing.
Oh my god.
We'll
Roarke,
post it later. It's pretty funny.
it is shit.
God.
It is a shit job.
See, I'm sorry. Families are
But
a beautiful thing.
whatever you want to glean from it, sure. But it is poorly drawn.
Keep that. You keep that.
It is by no means a masterpiece.
I'll work on another one for your uncle.
So,
okay?
Roland, just
I'll
out of
copy it.
curiosity, are you like your sister? Do you
My tits are bigger.
pork it? Oh,
I love this man.
Funny.
You're not wrong.
No, I'm not like my sister at all.
oh, so you don't sleep around? No, I'm not asking. No.
Is she blue?
We're all blue, Frank.
Ah, you're all blue. Okay, go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll write that in the second copy of this.
There's a few of us
Drawn
floating
and drawn.
around.
We're all blue.
Okay, I didn't know because your dad is I don't know if he was
Yeah,
a tiefling. I don't know how genetics work with tieflings.
Yeah,
so
your dad could be.
if I know what that means
not
in this time and
Aesop,
age,
a Zeep. For all we know, your dad is a Zeep.
it's a cat man.
I
Your
feel
dad's a
fairly
Z?
positive. There was a cat, man.
If we pricked your blood, could we check
No.
for DNA of his dad?
Check the what?
What?
I don't
What
know.
is that?
I don't know.
Brooke.
If DNA does exist in this
Probably just
world.
need to find
know.
another
Yeah.
redhead out there.
Yeah.
So Roland,
We are killing.
Hi, lad. What do you want?
We're killing Jonah.
yeah, so anyway, after the whole shit where we saw the pirates in Dagger Point, it was after that I got your note, so timing wasn't the best on that.
But he
I
did
wish
a
it had
good
been
thing.
better.
It's alright. Not your fault. There was a weird-ass satyr. Put everybody to sleep. Who could have fucking predicted that?
What a guy.
Oh, yeah. Cedron.
So
We've seen weird shit. You know how it goes.
We saw Trent.
Trent or Trent?
The Trent.
I don't know any Trents, but
Trent.
haven't seen many of those in my time.
So
pretty
why
cool.
didn't? I'm sorry. Again, family matters. I should let you two catch up instead of asking all these questions. You're just both still open right now. Anyway, here's your copy.
I'm gonna use your 4 for both.
Oh. There you go.
I tried not to make it good.
He takes it and he's. Well, this is lovely.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and let you two catch up. I'm just gonna be a fly on the wall.
You see him like tuck the picture in like his jacket.
Ah, yes.
So what happened to you after I left? What's happened to the crew, to everybody?
Well, like you said, it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
I got caught by Shepley for sending letters to you.
Ugh, fucking Shepley. All right. Makes sense.
So your mother made it. Your mother made an example of me as well. And she kicked me off the ship. And so I've been trying to stay in contact with a few of the ones that are still on there.
Yeah.
I haven't given up on what we tried those years ago.
Yeah.
But,
Any of the good ones still left?
oh yeah, most of them are on there still.
All right.
We've only lost a few, but, and I wasn't there for most of that.
Yeah.
I know that, Fallows and Bailey,
Yeah.
we lost both of them,
Oh shit.
but, you know, I wasn't there for it, so didn't even see it.
How long you been away? Criv gave us the frog room.
I mean, there's lots of frogs down on the wharf, so.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I hope it picked up me saying it's coming.
I'm sure it did.
Oh my god.
Tabitha and her keen sense of when frogs will be nearby. Love it. But no, he looks at you. I mean, I've been off the ship for 3 years now. She dropped me off in the Southern Sea.
In the sea?
No, island.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't put it past her to just toss you off the side of the boat. So.
I wouldn't either. But I had to make my way up north all the way through Aldernia, which was a hell of a trip being
Oh, shit, yeah.
one of us.
Yeah.
I've just been looking for you in taverns, looking for anybody trying to reassemble a crew. Because I think it's time we fuck your mother.
Wait.
Not in a good way.
Oh,
Okay.
We're gonna kill her.
Oh, matricide.
You want to kill your mom?
Yeah. Been wanting to for a long time.
I mean, she's a terrible human being. Tiefling. Shit. Fuck.
Person.
Person.
Blue person.
Oh, don't take it there.
That's awful, isn't it? Okay, that was
Just kidding.
Oh, that's
like a
so
reverse
bad.
Oedipus complex.
We all have to go watch Zootopia now because of me.
Person's a person. But yeah, he just explains to you that he's been searching for members for a crew and has been in the process of making his way north through a very hostile country to him
Yeah.
alone. So I'm sorry it took me so long, but
It's okay.
I had to move slow.
Yeah.
Because you're fat.
Yeah.
Because I know.
That's rude. That's rude.
I mean, he is.
No, it's true.
He said it.
But he's also buff.
I'm really great
Yeah.
short distance. Long distance, not so much.
Oh,
Good, gotcha.
that was a good reference.
Like shot put, not not cross country.
More sprint, not marathon.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
I'm
not.
just yeah.
Yeah, I'm not body shaming.
I could probably
you.
kick all of your asses in a foot race right
Oh,
now.
I know it.
Do you want to go try? We should go try it.
No,
Are you fast, Frank?
I don't care.
Zara, are you fast?
I could be called Speedy.
I don't know if I.
Humble brag.
Yeah, maybe later.
But yeah, any luck getting together a crew at all?
I've gathered a few ones, and I've got a few people on your mother's ship that are willing to leave, and in your mother's overall crew.
Yeah.
Problem is right now is I've also been following rumors of a ship.
A ship.
Aye. I've been making my way north, because I heard this story, this tale. There's a town, there's a ghost town. It used to be like a harbor city.
Yeah.
And there's tales that there's still a ship or two there. But it's haunted, or at least guarded by something that's been killing people that are going after it.
Yeah.
And I was figuring I'd head there and do it. But seeing as there's an able crew in front of me,
Well, we don't.
Zara gets the biggest smile.
We don't really like boats.
I love boats. I think boats are great.
Well, this ghost town, these boats that are supposed to be there, are they fast?
I'm not sure the condition they're in. I'm sure it's going to have to take some time on them. But
Are they real ghosts in the town, or it's just?
I haven't been to the town. It's just all hearsay. Most of that's just
I
probably
probably do.
legend.
They might have a horse too, Frank.
There's also a good chance
Holy shit!
that no one's there.
Not that I'm thinking about your well-being. I'm just saying.
They could have a horse.
I don't know shit about it. I just know that it's northeast of here, and I've been making my way there.
Well,
So it's in Aldernia, or it's still here in Emerald Heart?
Oh, we'd have to cross into Alderney to get there.
but don't they hate you?
Aye,
Yeah.
In Aldernia? Or just in the town?
Alderney.
Most places.
Aldernia.
Most places?
Yeah, people don't like us in Aldernia.
Well, we don't. I mean, but we have something to do first, right? Work, the thing.
Well, yeah, we're on business currently, but this is something that I would like to pursue.
So
So we're here, we're kind of on contract for Crestport right now. Getting together, folks from Emberstone and Aldernia and try
Okay,
to
yep.
right the
Yep.
shithole that's Dagger Point.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
That's
So
everything
I don't
you
get
need
too
to know.
aggressive.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Work.
Tabitha, I trust this man.
We don't know him.
I
trust
do.
This
Oh,
guy.
why do you do that, Zara? We don't
Ah,
know
you're
him.
right. That is.
Have you ever heard of a salty Jim before?
A JIM.
A salty Jim? Ever heard of one of those? There's actually one man.
A Slim Jim?
A single man.
No,
Yeah,
he hasn't.
Not at all? You're a big pirate? Think he's a bounty hunter or something?
I haven't heard the name.
Okay. Just one.
Any reason?
No.
That's fair.
It's never gonna get old. It's never gonna get old. I love it. Oh, I get a smile every time.
Well, I've been in a different way trying to make connections and everything as far as the whole crew situation. Get people who actually like me, would maybe want to go after this whole thing if they knew the shit that's going on. Trying to help these people in Crestport. Figure it might be easier to get hands on some people that way. Be interested in taking down a pirate queen.
That's fair.
Her crew's not as big as it used to be.
Yeah? Deserters and deaths?
Yes, Anne.
Yeah.
She's been making examples of people more and more. More than that, the coalition that's been together since your granddad is starting to break apart.
Is he dead too?
He's been dead.
Who is he? What coalition for him? Why does it matter?
Do you want to tell her or you want me to?
You go ahead.
If you've ever heard of Bernardo Blackwater.
Yes.
You have?
So you've heard legend?
I've seen his name on some boots. Pirate boots.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Then I have to talk to somebody about trademarks and stuff like that because they're using his name without his consent.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I hear
To sell
stuff about
boots.
Bernardo
To sell
Blackwater
boots.
all the time, yeah. Like, there's a boot line, there's costumes for when we have our fall festival. Like, dress up like Bernardo. Here's the
What are you
package
talking
set.
about,
What?
Zaria?
Zaria.
The fuck?
Sarah, I need you to make. I
Sorry.
need you to roll a
You tried to
d20.
lie to us.
I just need you to roll a d20. What is the number?
9.
9. It's below 10. I don't know where Zara has heard or seen any of these
She's a
things,
damn
or if she's
liar.
just currently lucid dreaming.
Like, sometimes, like, when kids would have birthday parties, they'd, like, take out the cake, and it's like, oh my god, it's a Bernardo Blackwater theme, and
Are you
everybody gets
high?
excited.
Are you high, Zaria?
Is it a...
And maybe it's just from where I'm from. That's all.
Sambo, what the hell?
But yes, but I want to hear about your Bernardo.
He was ruthless.
Roofies?
Ruthless.
Oh.
But he was a good leader.
Was he nice? Did people like him?
He was fair.
Fair's good.
Yeah.
There, I feel like, is your guys' goal.
Yeah.
He was
Well, that's fair.
It is fair. But he was a fair leader. If you pissed him off, if you crossed him, he'd cross you. If you did right, if you did your job, if you looked ahead, you'd get rewarded.
I like him.
He was a good captain. He was transparent with the crew.
And he was your dad.
He was my dad. And my sister killed him.
Whoa.
Why did she do that?
Patricide.
We're gonna hit all the sides,
All
lad.
sides of him.
She killed him because my older brother was gonna be the one to take over after my dad.
Wait, what?
Another brother?
Uncle.
There's a lot of siblings, and
Like a Catholic kind of thing?
What the?
Here's the thing. The Blackwaters, as a whole, were sluts.
Ah.
he's
There's
not
that.
lying.
So not a Catholic kind of
Roarke,
thing.
you're not a slut.
Yeah, you don't really get some, you know?
So Bernie had lots of kids. But my sister, Miranda, she killed my older brother and she killed Bernie.
Who's your older brother?
Beaumont.
Did you know him?
Not really. No.
Oh, right. 'cause
That was
she killed
before I was around.
That's
Yeah.
true.
All that she took over a couple years before I was born. I've only heard about him and
Oh,
you
so
know,
you're the baby.
We woke up and that's what it was.
Wait, are you twins?
No, he's the little brother.
No, we woke up and she was in charge.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh.
thought you said we woke up and she was the eldest of me.
But Bernie taught her everything he knew about swords.
Does he know she killed Beaumont?
well, it doesn't matter if he knows he's dead.
I mean,
She killed him.
this is getting
Wait,
really
so she
convoluted.
killed the father, and she killed your granddaddy, and then she killed your other uncle. Wow, she's bad.
And she didn't even keep your dad's number. It's rude.
Jackie Brown.
That's why we want to kill her.
Yeah.
Is this what started it all?
Started what?
Like the fire of death.
Are you high?
I think she's sleep deprived because you know she gets kind of crazy when she hasn't slept.
I would say my sister killing my brother and my dad was a good catalyst for revenge.
It started the fire. Got it.
Yes.
I might have a kindling happening too. I just haven't figured it out yet.
A kindling?
I mean, I know
Zaria.
that you hate your sister because she killed your dad and your brother, and Roarke hates her too because she mutinied him.
And then she got preggers with baby Roarke, which must have been very difficult for a young woman now owning her own pirate ship to still have. Why did she have you, Roarke?
Pirate ship.
That sounds so
Oh,
bad.
that's a little-
That's right.
She had a crew.
Crew?
She took over for Bernie. She had a fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
Not just one ship.
It's not just.
Wait.
No.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
ships.
wait,
Like a
wait.
pirate
I want to
army.
go back to Zara's question. Why did she even have you?
Sounds
that's
terrible.
mean.
I wish I could phrase it
Sometimes
better.
you just want a kid.
Is it like
She
a
doesn't-
legacy?
Look, she didn't even really raise me, all right?
But that's like, I'm sorry, you're not a female, but that's like, you're giving up a lot down there just so that you could come into, do they lay eggs?
What?
Maybe she thought she was going to like me better than she did.
Oh. That's why you're better.
I still hold up the picture and just saying I'm
The
sorry.
cute picture.
Yeah.
The poorly drawn picture.
Right. But what's been happening is the coalition's been breaking up. Everybody's trying to figure out what we'll do when this war ends. Because if Aldernia wins, they're going to come at us with everything they have.
So is the coalition all of the ships?
Aye.
Ah.
It's all the different captains.
Got it.
We all sail under her banner.
How many are there now? If they've been breaking her, are they all still there?
She's at least got 10 or 12 ships still
All right.
with her.
Jeez, I can't take down that many shit.
Yeah, I mean, we could. That's nothing.
10? No.
How many people does it take to crew a ship?
I mean, 2? I mean, small ship.
You can't
Really
take
small
down
ship.
that many ships by yourself.
You just,
That's what I was thinking.
But-
I can't.
you sneak on
too many
board.
ships.
The fact that she's lost numbers means that she's more likely to be alone in the waters at some point.
And to do something stupid.
Exactly. And I know a little bit about what she's been trying to do. So, I have an idea of where I can find her. Or
Is
at
that
least
like
when I can find
The
her.
ghost ships? The ghost town ships?
She's not doing anything there. I
Oh.
just need ships.
Yeah.
What
Why
has she
there?
been doing?
Fuck it.
She's been... If you don't mind, I'd like to have this conversation with Roarke, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sure.
Hold on. I just gotta go back
Yeah,
to one
we
thing.
know way too much already.
Please.
Are you magical?
What?
I'm just.
Yes, we're all very magical.
No, I mean, really.
No, really. We are all very magical.
Are you? I'm sorry. Are you hitting on me?
No, he's just saying.
Yeah. Is that because? I mean, I don't want to stress you out because it's your mom, but I feel like if you're that big a slut, she had to get pregnant like thousands of times. Why are you the only one she chose to have? I'm just saying.
Thousands.
Well, I mean,
I was there.
Then
She
she got
got
pregnant?
pregnant.
you in the room.
Tabitha! Have you no shame?
Can y'all just go to the next room?
It was only a matter of time till we got kicked out. I was really pushing it.
We were pushing it. We were pushing it.
Tabitha, he gives you like a long stare, just kind of like looking you in the eyes, and you kind of see like a quizzical look on his face.
What is it?
Get something on your face.
Do I?
No, it's your tits.
Oh, you're like
Only strike I have against him so far.
If y'all give us a minute.
Yeah, totally. I'm out.
Okay, bye guys.
I will come.
Come on, Dawson.
Dawson! Follow.
Y'all kind of like exit the room.
Tabitha?
I left.
Okay, you didn't say you left, so I was like, you just were hanging out.
Say it.
I did it. I did it. I just said it. Then I
Dragon
go.
Lady was Dragon Lady.
So, just in the room is Roarke and Roland.
Yeah.
Close the door. Well, that went well, guys. Should we continue?
We listen through the
Do you want to
listen
listen
through the door. I
Yeah,
want to
okay,
listen
okay,
through
me
the
too.
door. Okay.
Oh.
Are you listening through the door?
Yeah, we're trying to listen through the door.
Frank, perception check at disadvantage,
Wait,
Okay.
I'm
which
helping.
you're helping, makes it a straight roll.
Does it matter? It's like a 2 plus 3.
Dang it.
Wow, that was a tough one.
Can you like extend your earlobe or something?
Frank, you stick your ear next to the door, and you hear Roland, boy, watch this. And then you feel the door hit you in the side of the face as he Roarke, you watch him get up, walk over
That's
to the door
hilarious.
and kick the door. And Frank, who's like directly next onto the door, just bam, like kind of like gets ejected from the door.
Tabitha, why'd you do that?
I did.
I blame you.
Hey,
And
he
then he comes
blame
back
you.
and sits down with you, Roarke.
walk away.
He sits down and he kind of the very jovial aspect of Roland kind of washes away for a second, and he kind of takes on a very serious demeanor. And,
Your mom, she ain't been the same since since she killed your granddad to start.
Yeah.
But she has gotten worse. She started talking to herself. And the crew's been hearing it. She talks to herself when she thinks no one's listening. She's got us running jobs that there's no treasure, there's no anything, there's nothing to pillage, there's literally nothing at the end of it. We're trying to find artifacts and shit. We're trying to find books for her. She's
gone off the deep end, lad. That's why part of the reason I made it so she could find out about my letters.
So you could get out?
So I could get out. I figured if she thought she were getting rid of me, she wouldn't come looking for me. And it's worked so well so far.
Makes sense.
I don't understand what's going on with her. I don't know if she's broken. I don't know if she's delving into what makes us us. I don't understand, but...
How would she delve into that?
Lad, I don't know. She's got us running odd jobs for no pay. That's why she's been losing people, but she says it doesn't matter. The few ships that are still with her think she's the best option in case Aldernia wins this shit and comes after all of us. There's no real good solution to that problem. The only thing that's nice about it is that they've been so occupied with the war. They don't fuck with us in the south, and we just take what we want.
But if she's even managing to fuck that up, there's gotta be something really wrong.
Lad, if somebody else were in charge during this, we would be rich. We could have all quit by now, probably.
Yeah.
We watch ships go by that we should sink, loot, nothing. Let them go so we can go retrieve some book.
And nobody knows what these books are, what these artifacts are, and no one's heard anything?
The only conversation I've heard of her is her talking to herself, and it was stuff I couldn't even piece out. I'm telling you, lad, she's losing it. I don't know if it's guilt finally catching up to her. I don't know if it's because she got rid of you, and now she doesn't have you there. I ain't never seen her like this.
Well, if it's guilt that's doing it, she's got plenty of it, so...
You can say that again. But for the good of all those people on ships down there, for everybody in our coalition, for everything that we are, we have got to remove her. Unless you're liking the idea of maybe one day becoming a farmer. But that life sure as shit ain't for me.
You know that's not me.
I know.
I want to take her down.
I know you do, lad.
And I want to help you. And I will help you. Whatever you're planning, I want to be a part of it.
Alright. Well, here's the deal. This town is maybe 3 or 4 days north of here. Alright? We have to dip across the border and we gotta cut through mountains that could slow us down a little bit. I hear it's kinda, from what I've gathered, it's a rough terrain to travel. We're not gonna have roads there either.
Right.
3 or 4 days. Maybe 5 if we get really slowed down. I sure as shit don't want to spend a week doing this crap. But it's that close. And I can get some ships. If I get some ships under my belt, I can send some stuff. I know that Hayward wants to get off that ship.
Yeah.
I know that he wants to help me. It's a lot of the old guard. A lot of the ones that sailed under Bernie. I want to get away from your mom.
Yeah.
Because they know she's killing us as a crew. All of us. Pirates. Everyone that seeks freedom in the sea. She's ruining it for them.
Aye.
I don't know if we need to start pillaging northern waters, but we're not going to get shit where that.
Yeah, from what I've seen of the shit up here, it's nothing like the south.
It's not.
Nothing worth taking.
But I have ideas where she'll be, when she might be there. I know a little bit of what she's trying because I've got people still on the ship. People that are kind of still communicating with me. But it's hard to get to them, but we're making it work. If I can get 2 ships, I can convince some of those 13 to join us.
Turn the tide.
I can maybe turn the tide on this.
Yeah. I like it. Keys getting those ships.
But I don't know what it is you have to do in the town here.
Do you have any knowledge of the Florentine family? Any contact with them at all?
Glad I haven't been here long.
That's who we're here to see.
And I sure as shit have been avoiding the families.
Makes sense. Seems like there's some odd folks around here. Ones that probably don't want their shit getting messed with. Part of this whole contract thing is we're supposed to talk to these Florentines and get them to throw some help the way of Crestport while they're trying to deal with this dagger point situation.
Understand.
I figure if we can get to the Florentines and talk to them, convince them, that Crestport's worth helping in the next couple of days or so, hopefully sooner. I don't really know how these chains of communication work around here, but after we do that, I want to go with you. The people I'm with, they're an odd sort. They're some assholes, but they're good at what they do.
A bit like pirates.
Why do you think I've stuck with them so long?
I figured. Here's what I can do. I can give you 2 weeks. I'll wait here, keep my head down. I don't think we need to piss off people in town, both of us running around.
Yeah.
That seems like a poor idea to me. If you get done with this business within 2 weeks, you, me, and the rest of your crew, we can head northeast. Try and suss this out.
Sounds fair. It's good to see you again, Roland.
It's good to see you too, Roarke. You look good, boy.
Thanks.
You look strong.
I'll do my best. Like I said, only died once or twice so far.
Who hasn't?
You know,
It runs in our family.
what are you gonna do? Good. I like it, and I'll keep this a little quiet until we've got our situation sorted, and they might be a little more open to looking ahead.
Well, it's up to you. That other stuff, I actually just figured they'd know. But I figured keep the real shit just to you.
I appreciate it.
Also, if you find any more letters that tell you to do the same thing that you've already done, just ignore them.
I'll just keep whatever money might be there.
There's probably not anymore.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Roarke. Thank you. Also, I'll just be here, bored out of my fucking mind.
Well, while we're here, shall we drink till Crib shows up? Also, yeah, money from her. What's that whole deal?
Oh, she's just a wily businesswoman.
All right. Good to know. Yeah, we're hoping to get some word from her about what we might have to do to speak with these Florentines and all the ways that shit may go south, you know.
I mean, you could always just go talk to him.
So that. Just try to get a lay of the land.
I understand.
You're
You're trying to be smart.
Trying.
That's why I was never captain. I'd just go talk to him and get myself killed.
That's a good thing you didn't. I think with that, just hang out and drink for a little while.
Drink,
Yeah.
not go get the others.
No.
Nice.
Hello, lovely people. Jonah here once again to say thank you so much for listening to The Quest Company. If you enjoy the content that we produce and you want to give us a boost as we continue to create these fun stories, please let us know by taking just a moment to give us a rating and review over on iTunes. It'll take you less than a minute, and that small act of kindness from you goes a long way in helping us to get featured alongside some of the other great podcasts out there, and it helps us to expand our show's audience. Those of you who do that, as well as doing things like telling your friends about us and getting them to listen, know that we are so very thankful for you. If you want to contact us, you can do so directly through our Connect page on questcompanypodcast.com, or you can find us on social media, the Twitter, Instagram, etc., at The Quest Company. We are always thrilled to hear from you all. That's it for me, so let's get back to the action and find out what the gang's gonna do next. Thank you for listening to The Quest Company.
So, those of you that kind of left the room, what do you guys want to go do? Deferring to your judgment right now.
We just need leverage on the person that
No,
killed.
yeah, you're right.
Like, trust me, this is what I did for a living. You gotta get leverage, and then we gotta just divvy it out.
Yeah, and then we gotta
just
slit
good.
some throats.
Right.
And maybe bring some horses
Also,
into
you
it.
maybe should not disguise yourself as a Zeep again.
Why? Oh, why? I like him. I like being a cat man.
Yeah, but
Catman!
Yeah, but I got, I leveraged with, the guy shop we were in.
You leverage with him.
Yeah, and he kind of thought you were, beating me, and so I went with it. And that's where
How
I
is
got
that
all the
leverage?
Well, because he trusted
Who gets
me.
the upper hand in that?
We do, because he gave me all this information.
But then he's gonna, he thinks a Zeke
Yeah,
is the one
everyone.
beating
So,
you.
yeah,
and
you're
I could be your
good.
friend from,
Yeah.
God knows where to be
Yeah.
like, hey, He's also beating me.
Guys, you
I'm
think...
so sad.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. Well, maybe let me... You guys think I'm stupid, but, like, this is what I do. You gotta get information
Oh,
and
I
then
respect
slit their
it.
throats.
I respect it.
I still think that, but you're fine.
Frank, I kind of
agree.
thought you would like
You're
it.
doing great.
Yeah.
What?
I thought, you would like to tag team with me on this because we're just gonna, like, fuck people up.
You know what?
I don't
I mean, and
anybody.
Corin's not here, so we can just, like, kill people left and right and have no guilt.
Here's
Zara
my...
learned how to be a
Zara will
badass.
learn how to kill people too.
Yeah.
And
Guys,
not
I
have
already
morals.
scared somebody at the
No
bar.
morals.
I'm making it happen. I did.
Did
I
she
scared
scare
someone
somebody?
at
Yes.
the bar.
But
That happened.
That was luck.
Zara,
Or toughness, being grown and cultivated from a flower
It's
bed.
never worked. in
you
the
know what we
past.
should do since now Rourke's like, oh, I kill people. Or,
Oh, I kind of could.
And then look at my fluffy shirt. Arg.
The moral ineptitude.
And like, I'm cool. I've got a pass now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Exactly.
fat one day. I think we should go.
I've got a pass now.
I think we should go find somebody and let Zara like interrogate them, beat the shit out of them.
That is asking a lot, but yes, continue.
Yeah,
I don't. She's not very intimidating.
I know,
I
but
don't want
she's
to give
gonna
her
have
that power.
to do it.
She can't.
Here's my question
You're
for
gonna
you.
have to pour some points in that in the future. If we're gonna,
Yeah, I guess.
Here's my question.
invest in that.
Here's my question for you. Put on, like, that spy murder cap. My think tank is, trying to cultivate this.
Okay.
My
Guard.
theory is, like, what I'm thinking is, what if we approach the Florentine family and say, hey, we need something from you, but we heard your kid just died.
No, because then they're gonna kill him. You
No,
can't.
no, no. We heard your
Kill the
kid
kid?
just died. What if we kill the guy who killed your kid and then you do what we need?
Because
you
they
do?
won't. We gotta get like his finger or something and show him we
The kid's
mean
dead.
business. No, not the kid. The
Oh.
family of the kid.
We gotta get the family's finger.
But
How many
I was
fingers?
thinking
Many
of it as like
fingers. Too
an
many
exchange
fingers.
for services. Because
Yeah.
if they were to go out, the Florentine, and then bash up the Vincini family,
Yeah.
they could be in trouble with town. But we really don't have any of that.
Yeah.
Like,
We have
because
no
we'll leave
ties here.
town
Yeah,
afterwards.
we have no
as long
ties
as they, as long as they help
let
us.
me give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
So when my thieves
So, yeah,
guild, when I was a
cultivate.
kid,
Cultivate like a
Let's
like a
cultivate.
grass field.
I
Full
found
of-
out that this
potatoes.
kid stole some gold, and I needed the gold.
Okay.
And this is a long time ago. I'm just
Was it
saying.
the kid that was out in the?
No.
that led us here?
This was in Crestport,
Okay.
and it's just
Oh.
what my mentor taught me.
Okay.
Anton.
You can't.
You don't like that?
He
Okay,
doesn't
never mind.
sound
Sorry.
like that.
He sounds just like
No,
that. I
you're
swear.
doing
I
it
heard him
wrong.
speak so
I don't-
much.
you know what?
He's
I don't care.
I'm doing a pretty.
No,
I'm
I don't
doing
care.
a pretty good
No,
job,
no.
Zara.
Okay, listen.
Right?
All I'm saying
I
is,
think I'm doing him justice. Okay, you think what you want. You think
all
what you
I'm
want.
saying is,
Somewhere Anton throws up.
Oh, God.
all I'm saying is, I like the exchange, but what I found was I stole some gold to get the gold back from this kid, and then eventually he just took all my money. So you can't just give away your exchange. We got to get like the finger of the family that killed the Florentine's
Okay.
kid and show them.
Deliver
we'll fucking
already.
kill
You
him.
deliver the pizza
Yeah.
before they order
You got
the
to
pizza.
show them because
I get it.
you're my
I know it.
Yeah.
BF. Just say BF sometimes. That
BF.
helps. Yeah.
And
You guys are friends? Okay, cool.
BFF. That's what I like.
Wait,
to
That's
add.
cute.
Thanks.
I'm
What's the
lonely.
second
That's
F?
good for you. I'm glad
You have
guys
your
are
son,
happy.
Dawson.
Oh yeah, hi
Yeah.
Dawson. Yeah, shut up.
So all I'm saying is, if we like Zara, you're just not, like you're not gonna go slit somebody's throat in the night. So
Unless they're only hurting ones I love. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and-
will kill them with no mercy.
yeah,
you know?
and they might not believe that we would go kill them. So we got to show them we've already
Mean
got them
business.
tied somewhere. That gives you practice to just fucking waylay on them.
Okay, but how are we gonna find out who killed their kid?
We already know it's this family, so we got to
Well, the
get.
family. That's a lot of people. Like,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
pulled the trigger?
So we got to get in with the family.
I have an idea.
A prostitute.
Get in it with the family.
Prostitute.
Not necessarily that.
Okay,
I like
we,
the idea of a
we
prostitute.
present
Yeah,
ourselves as,
prostitute.
hey, I'm an unemployed, very strong person who loves to smash things. Let me have a job in your mafia. And then I kill
You
them
can do
instead.
that.
Yeah,
You can do that.
Zara, this is what I'm saying. We should send Zara in as somebody who's got beef with the Florentines. She doesn't. Obviously, we know.
I
that.
hate them.
We have no
I
ties
hate
here.
the
We have no
Florentines.
ties here.
I used to like flowers. Now I hate them.
Hate them.
Yeah.
I'll sneak in with you, Frank. Maybe Roarke, but now we got to be careful because apparently people hate his family.
Yeah.
And then
Sucks for him.
we got to go back in, and then we just got to figure it out. You got to figure out who killed their kid. We go in.
Wow.
I take maybe a hand instead of a finger.
Question, maybe you would be better at doing this.
I mean, I've done it before.
Because you already have an idea of what you want.
I could be
No,
like
it's
your
what we
guy.
need.
I could be like your muscle.
Yeah, I'm not social.
You're not.
So I need, like, I just need backup because I don't hit hard. I just murder.
Oh, you want backup?
Yeah.
I can
I'm
be your
not
backup.
strong
I'm
enough to do it myself.
No,
huh?
you
I'm a strong man. Okay.
Well, you're a skeleton.
God damn it, you're right.
But hey, I bet your skin was very
Very tough.
tough. Yeah.
Very muscular.
Yeah.
Buff man.
You didn't
say buzz?
Yeah, he said bus.
I was trying to say buff.
My skin was very. I just like the image of like someone that hasn't had skin for so long being like, "What are things they say about skin?" Bus. It was bus.
Very busty.
Or what
Very
if we
busty.
take one
I
of
was very
their
busty.
kids?
I bet.
Probably. What if we took one of their kids?
Roland.
And then said,
I think you. I don't want to take any more
Yeah,
kids.
I
I don't want
think-
you to just murder the kid.
I didn't murder a kid. He
We've
was
had
so-
enough kid death in this. Okay.
I was only 16.
We've been here for a day, and you're already bringing up murdering kids. I'm not about it.
I mean, I was only 16 when I went to prison. Like, I spared him from...
Not everybody's you.
You should be.
We all should be you.
Yeah. No, not really.
Thank
I got
you.
a really sad past.
Delusional.
I know. But I'm just saying, I feel like this is a good idea. I feel like Roarke probably won't back it, but we'll just force him to. And then
Cool.
we can do that.
I like it. I feel like I don't understand a lot of it, but I think that your tenacity of what you're saying
Yeah.
it, I think makes me want to do it.
Everything about it helps us most of the time. So
Yeah.
that's good.
As long as you know what's
it's
going
a
on,
loose
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you
house.
deal with it.
Here's the bare...
It's kind of like a house of cards.
Yeah,
right now.
bare
and we'll build
bones.
it.
Tell me what to do,
Bare
and then
bones.
I'll just...
You and...
Except for a child. I won't kill a child.
Yeah, no, we won't do that. Bare bones is we all
Bare
are
bones.
going... Bare...
Buff boy.
Yeah, we're really getting along in this city.
I am digging it.
Okay, bare bones
Busty.
is all of us go to their house. Zara and I will infiltrate, gain their trust, figure
Yes.
out who killed the son.
Love it.
Then once we know, we will seal them in the night. I will take a finger, hand,
Love
penis,
it.
something.
Everything. A pube. That's what we're asking for.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
pube.
Pube is not enough.
Take
It's
it
gotta
to the
be
Florentines.
like a hand or
Yeah,
a
it's
horse
gotta be a
or something.
hand.
Like the
An
head of a
organ,
horse.
yeah, something. Head of a horse, maybe it would be good. We take it to the Florentines
Love
and we
it.
say, "Hey, we're here to help in return,
And we mean
need
it.
your aid." Yep. And then we probably will go murder their
Or
whole
they can
family.
have some problem unrelated that they might need us
Hold
help.
on, hold on. Can we just find any pinky? And that works?
No, because if they find out, then we're lying, and then
Oh.
you gotta be.
Yeah,
you
because it's
gotta
easy to
secret.
just get a pinky. This is about, the spirit.
All
Yeah.
right, we're being honest with
It's
this work.
making
I
you
appreciate that.
harder.
This is honest work.
Yeah.
Easy to
And
get
I
That
don't-
helps me appreciate this.
Yeah, and I don't know about your God, but
easy
I
to
feel like he would want you to help a family in need, and
Yeah.
if that means you have to be the one to take their hand off, then you know what?
Helping
Your God
a
would
family
totally-
in need.
Yeah.
Your God totally agrees with Tabitha.
Habakkuk
I just
would
feel
be
it. I
about
feel the
that.
God in the air. I feel
Yeah.
the spirit
I
saying
feel religious
that your
also.
God thinks Tabitha's correct in this
Yeah.
moment.
This is our city.
Should I pray?
This is where we get along.
Should I pray?
Yeah,
really
pray,
quick?
pray, go
I
ahead.
don't know.
There's
Okay,
a corner right over there.
Wait.
I'll go ahead and
No,
ask
no,
him. I can ask him.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm going to a corner. I'm going to ask him
pray,
back
go
what he
pray.
thinks about this.
I will
Our
sneak
God's not real.
behind
She's
her.
fine.
I'm gonna sneak behind her and try to whisper the response.
Oh my god.
Zara,
Yes.
I need you to make a religion check.
Okay.
Tabitha, I need you to make a stealth check.
Oh no.
Zara, you're also gonna have to make a perception
Can I
check.
assist with Tabitha?
Yeah,
Can I
sure.
put by distracting or something?
Okay.
So that's an unnatural 20 for religion.
Okay.
And what was the other one?
Perception.
Oh my god.
23 for perception.
18.
No.
18.
What's my sneak?
You kind of notice as you're trying to focus. You notice Tabitha slowly and you mostly notice Tabitha because of how hard Frank is trying to get your attention.
Right.
That it's it's not
of your God.
it's
Feel
not
the
like
passion of your God.
bad Frank performance. It's just why is he trying so hard? And then you kind of the first
Feel
thought
the
that comes
passion
is
of your
oh
God.
Tabitha.
I turn to Teddy and said, "Don't worry, BF, I got it."
No, I was gonna
BFF.
pray with you.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, pray with her. Pray with her. Yeah.
Okay.
Tabitha, make a religion check.
14.
God, this is terrible.
Feel God on this Chili's tonight. I was waiting.
I just feel
Zara.
It's chilly.
You don't get yes, do this or anything like that. You you send up a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if something comes from it.
Okay, my prayer being Sapphire Phoenix, I just want you to know I'm here in Ald Lento. But you know that already. But just want you to know, trying to do the right things with my friends and learn and grow. So I'm gonna go kill some people, but bad people most likely.
Yes.
But a little nervous about this.
Yes.
But I just want you to know, toughness seems to be the way to go.
Yes.
But my heart is
Hallelujah.
is ready to listen.
Yes.
That's what my prayer is, I think.
We did it.
Also, and then I end it in the highest good. And it is like, the highest of all good is to give one's everything for something greater than oneself. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it
That's
works.
good. Yeah,
That-
I think
it works.
I think we're good.
All of that very genuine. I know I'm coming off a lot, but Zara just said all that very
No,
genuine.
you're good.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Great.
I am with you.
I feel like it worked.
You're
Yeah,
cleric.
I
This is
do-
very
I feel
important to you.
God's in this Chili's.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Anything else?
All right, guys. I don't have, any definite yes or no, but, I mean, we're in it together.
Should we wait for work? Should we just go?
I feel like
I mean, I feel like he's
let's
bonding.
wait for 15.
I'll knock on
let's
the
give
door.
you 15. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Rourke, you and Roland are just having some wine at this point.
Yeah.
I think conversation's been done for a good chunk of time. Mm-hmm. Just kind of enjoying each other's company and just probably telling more detailed stories. Like you maybe regaled him with the story of the int or other things, so maybe how you died.
The wyvern, for
Since
sure.
you kept bringing it up,
I
but
said smart.
Yeah, guys.
Where you lead, I will follow.
Hey, I'm so sorry. Are you done recalling your stuff?
Yeah, we're just hanging out now. Did you guys have a good time in the hallway?
Oh,
yeah,
great. It was
we
great.
can.
Yeah,
really
very
great.
productive.
Yeah,
Very productive.
really great game plan. So, what are we waiting for her still? Can we we got shit to do?
Oh, yeah, we were gonna talk to Kriv when she comes up in a little bit.
About what were we talking about?
Where the fuck is she?
About she's running the bar still. She said she was gonna come up in a little while.
Oh, yeah.
But what are we talking about?
Just trying to get a lay of the land, see, points of contact and all that kind of thing.
To find that
Well, we
family
do. Yeah,
at.
we do.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
So we're actually not going to talk to her instead. We just came up with this.
We already gave her money, so we're gonna
So-
talk
Yeah.
to her.
Roland,
We
this
spent
is
money.
where Rourke is trying to captain the ship being the three of us.
And,
And we let
we're not
him.
mutinying.
We're not mutinying
We're just
him.
giving
Yeah.
suggestions.
Just light suggestions. So, here's what we think. We go down there. We ask for where she is. Or who are we looking for? Vicinti's?
The family, yeah.
The family that killed Florentine.
Fidgetskis.
We go there. Zara and I will infiltrate, gain some trust. Once we find out who killed their son, we kidnap that person. Zara is actually going to be the one to cut their hand off.
Chop.
Yeah, just chop it straight off.
I'm trying to grow.
Yeah.
Develop.
All right.
Take it to
She
the...
got it okay with her from her
Yeah,
gods.
yeah. We all pray together. You missed a lot while you were in there.
Yeah, we're religious now.
Yeah.
Good for you all.
We're not going to kill
I'm full of
anybody
shit.
else.
I know you
I'm
are.
dead. I've died. That was incredible.
I like
Okay,
the
great.
skeleton.
We're going to take it to the Florentine family. And then, gain their trust, get what we need to get done, and then continue.
Be like, yeah, we're on your side.
Yeah.
Look at us. Aren't we
Yeah.
cool?
So, don't you think it would be helpful to find out where we can try to find all these
Yeah,
people?
that's why we're going downstairs to ask her. Hey,
But
We'll be back.
you know how people are kind of skittish about talking about these people, which
but
is
wait
why
for
we
her.
asked her to come up here.
but we've waited so long.
Well,
It's
Is
been
the
like
sun
a
down
half
yet?
hour.
yeah, we got time.
It's been maybe 15.
It's
Jesus
been a
Christ.
long time.
Yeah, we can wait.
It's
Get
been
the tree
like...
up. Do anything
30
to make
minutes.
time go.
If we waited this long, we can wait half an hour longer.
All right, tell us some seaworthy
Wait,
stories.
wait,
Have you
wait.
ever seen an octopus?
But we've given
I
her...
sit on the
What
bed.
fuck is an octopus?
Wait,
What?
but we've given her our money.
My friend Dob has one. It's his pet.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He has a pet fucking octopus?
Yeah, he's fucking crazy.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
fucking
is-
crazy.
Does he ride it and shit?
No,
That's
it's
not a big octopus. It's like a...
like a
my
parrot.
gosh.
Kind of like on his shoulder?
Don't you wish you could pull an octopus's little tail and make him squirt everywhere?
The fuck?
That's
A
really...
Copy?
Isn't that what you would do in a fight if you had an octopus on your shoulder and just go, ink?
You know octopi don't have tails, right?
Oh, yeah, but like their little tentacles.
Okay, just
They
just
do
making
have
sure.
a sex tentacle.
I feel like that would hurt them.
See,
We
these are
don't
the things we
even
need to
know
talk
that
about right
information.
now while we wait.
Yeah, good. We're waiting. We're
No, that's a real
Time
fact.
is passing.
liberating discussion.
Either way, I don't think Dobbs wants anyone touching Petunia's sex tentacle.
Petunia.
I learned that in school. It
Does she
shoots.
look like a radish?
At this point,
Well, wait. If it's a girl, it won't have a sex tentacle. But if it does have one, then it shoots out from where the beak is, and then that's how it impregnates the other octopus.
See, I never would have known that.
at this point,
Look out!
a very familiar lizard woman rounds the corner.
Oh, here she
Oh,
comes.
it's been forever.
Yes, queen.
I knew Ellie would take some topic like this to get her to come up.
That actually is a real fact that I learned in the 10th grade because
I mean, you're the one who showed me that horrifying video of a
fucking
frog.
Finding
So
Nemo.
Yeah,
So
I don't doubt you for a
Yep,
second.
they got no. It has a tentacle.
Okay.
So Crib comes up.
Kriv walks into the room and just into this conversation.
I'm sorry, do I need to leave?
No.
No, we were just shooting the shit till you got
No,
up
and I
there.
closed the door.
Just boom. She instantly takes like the posture of somebody that's like feels like they're about to get ambushed and killed by a group of people.
No, I'm still
just
sitting
like-
at the table, and I just kind of scoot a chair. I'm like, no, please.
This
please,
is
we
not.
like- we
This is
like
not to be
talk.
intimidating.
Sorry, I just got excited.
Yeah.
Roll for intimidation since I'm a
Please roll for intimidation while you shout, "This is not to be intimidating." It's under charisma.
Charisma. God, I don't know what my modifier was.
Let's go with +3.
6. So it doesn't really matter.
Like a 9.
Yeah. No, 6.
No,
altogether.
6.
Oh, 6 altogether. She
3 plus.
she like looks at you. I'm gonna make her roll just because
Natural one. Natural one.
Not one.
lower than a 9.
Oh, dang.
She looks more freaked out. Frank, what's your armor class?
I think it's like 16. No, 13.
It's either 12 or 13.
13. Say 13.
Okay, Frank, you take 3 points of damage
Whoa.
as she just like jumps at you and starts clawing.
Wow.
It's just like as you like.
I stand.
Crib, be cool, be
I,
cool,
st-
be
I
cool.
stand there absolutely still.
We gave you money.
She's
I'm
like scraping
phased.
it.
Yeah. What is we gave you? I'm so lost.
Why are you freaking out?
We're good.
She's like visually freaked
Oh,
out.
because he was a person.
Oh shit. Sorry about
that
that.
makes sense.
He's
That's
a
fair.
skeleton.
So sorry.
That's
Get
fair.
off.
It's catching on.
No, Frank is cool.
Get
So
off.
sorry. Didn't even think.
She was
that
like
through.
letting go of you
Get
as
off
these people
thing.
are saying
He
stuff.
was my long lost love that we died and we
That's
found.
bullshit.
I was trying to make it better.
We're just friends.
In order
He's
to
cool.
protect
Yeah.
ourselves in the streets, since we didn't really know the city, he
I draw
uses that.
attention.
Yeah.
You know.
Like you're a lizard. We're people.
Well, she's a
Close,
dragonborn.
yeah.
Don't be racist.
Yeah,
she's
skeleton.
Blue
She's
skeleton.
dumb.
We're
Don't-
friendly to all, but not everybody's friendly to
Yeah.
all.
Anyway.
Have you ever heard of what are we talking about?
She like slowly makes her way to the table and sits down,
Okay.
but looks very like on edge.
Capitan, lead the. I don't know why I just said that.
I know, that's like, I said that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening?
God,
Oh, man.
I'm so glad we're not joining this like crew thing. Go ahead.
Well, okay.
So, Kriv,
Yes.
we're here. We're trying to make our way to being in favor of the Florentines. We're here on some business from Crestport.
What are you saying, Tabitha?
No, I'm just listening. Go.
So, we're just curious what you know about who we can get in contact with, you know, who might be a sort of point person for any of these families that are around, particularly them, that we might be able to make a connection.
Sort of going and talking to them. I don't know that I can point you in the direction of contacts. You can walk up to any one of their guards in the street.
What?
I just know information about them.
The Vinchettas?
Vicenti?
Vodka bread? What's her name?
Vincenti.
Vincinti.
Vincenti's. Yeah, like.
They're gone.
Venti.
What?
What?
They were wiped out
Oh, that's right. Those were the dudes.
Yeah. Dang.
by the Florentines
How long
That's
ago
right.
was that?
Yeah, they were all wiped out after they...
after they killed.
Their kid, yeah. So they're
How long
The
ago
kids.
was that? Like 10 years ago? 5 minutes ago? Recent?
Very recent.
Very recent. Thank you. I was not there.
And did they? I'm just curious. Like, did they have any other issues with any other families?
Which family?
The
Who'd they have the biggest beef
Wow.
with, perhaps?
Which family?
the Linguini crew.
Asher?
Do you wish to know about Asher?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, anything.
We're trying to figure out the best way
To get in contact with
to get in with the Florentines.
Solomon. Tom Hardy also says his name.
To understand Solomon, you have to understand the city. It used to be part of Aldernia. And when they rebelled and threw the mages out, Asher was responsible for the underground. He predominantly existed in the sewers. He ran trade between families. He doesn't have a family name. He's not one of the families. He's not considered one by them. When they took control of the city, they gave him this beautiful district. Each family took its own district. Asher got the Pearl District, which at the time was the nicest district.
Oh. So he's not done too well for himself then.
He's kind of an asser, more like.
He's actually a very clever businessman.
Oh.
The other families destroyed the stem before he knew about it.
The stem of the
What's the
rose.
stem?
The underground
It was the
trade.
bridge that went to Aldernia.
Oh.
There's a fort across the waterway. It used to be the entrance to the city. All trade was through this district. But the families didn't consult Asher before destroying the bridge to keep Aldernia out or from retaliating. So Asher's district became the slums over time.
Now that the Vincenti family is wiped out, what happened to their district that they had? Didn't they have the territory of the Blush district?
They were wiped out no longer than 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so it's kind of still up for grabs?
Correct.
God.
The families are trying to figure out what to do with it. They can't just swoop in. If one were to do it, all the other families would retaliate.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Asher can't do it because he's on thin ice with the families in general.
Right.
They liked his help a long time ago. They don't care for him much anymore.
So interesting.
So if that was the main way of trade, the stem, what's the main source of trade now if that was wiped out?
I assume the door you came in.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They don't trade with Aldernia anymore, so they don't really need the stem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Makes sense.
How does our Aldernia feel about that? Do you know, like, any...
I assume they're too caught up in the war to care.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, the war.
Who...
She flashes her teeth a lot when she talks.
Okay, Florentine family. What would be a good way to get in contact with that?
Well, besides going and just talking to any of their people, they have. I assume, like I said, we just got in today, so wherever their place of business is, we're still trying to get our bearings.
We're on formal government business.
Can't you tell?
Make a persuasion check because you're not lying.
Yeah. Come
Wow,
on,
I'm
baby.
really rolling that dice.
We're just looking for persuasion.
Just
Oh,
thinks,
okay.
Shake it.
She just
needs a new pair of shoes.
thinks you're lying.
Well, that's good.
14.
You get the air that she thinks you're just bullshitting.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, don't blame her. Don't blame her.
I'm not 100% sure on how you would go about meeting with the family other than just... that's not something I do. You could talk to their guards. You could talk to the men in the city. I try and get in good with one of the businesses and go in through there.
What is that family known for?
Yeah, what is their business?
Yeah.
They're in charge of the Red District, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they control the main seat of trade in the city. The old Florentine was responsible for giving Asher the pearl and taking the Red District, which it wasn't as highly sought after. He had what the other families called great foresight.
And so out of anyone else here in Ald Lento, he seems to be the one running the show more than anyone else, is what it sounds like on the outside.
The families all run the show. He perhaps has the most resource. He has money in large quantities, which some of the other families are very begrudging about because they hold different pieces of the city.
What do they hold? What does each family hold?
Oh, we have it right here.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I want to know what specifically they trade. Like, what is their specialty?
Well, the Andrati family Adranti, have the Avon district, and they deal primarily in the religion of the city. Any sorts of religious goods, any healing done goes to their pockets. Mm-hmm. They also tell the fanatics what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Fanatics of any particular faith or overall?
Overall.
Got it.
There's the Saliano family. They control the Sunset District, and they primarily deal in the security. They have most of the guards that man the outer walls, the area outside of town protects the farms. So they get protection payment from things outside of the city and not in family districts. Mm-hmm. And from the families that choose to use their protection. There's Solomon, who has the Pearl District where we are, controls fishing, which is doesn't make him large amounts of money. And he controls transportation out of the city to the south to Aldernia, but very few want to go there. So I'm not quite sure where all of his money comes from. Perhaps it's his bakery.
It seems like this town functions well. Like, while the Blush District is in limbo, like, you all are a city. Could you ever see the families uniting over a common cause? If you got one, like, would you say if the Florentines are in on something, everyone else follows suit?
It would have to be mutually beneficial to everyone of the families.
I see.
And several of the families have a strong distaste for each other. Not that they would ever show it. Mm-hmm. They can't.
But they're cordial.
Of course.
To their faces.
Behind their back, they plot murder, like what happened to the Florentines.
Gotcha.
Yes.
The old man lost both his children.
Interesting.
And now, I suppose the family that, the Vincinti were hoping that they could outlast the old man before he came calling. And they did not.
Yeah. What was the turnaround of the death of his children and the Vincentis getting wiped out?
3 days.
Wow.
Man works fast.
He is very efficient.
Did
I respect
he use any of the security from, like, the Solano family? Or is it, in theory, all?
Everything he used, from best I know, came directly from his own family.
That's so interesting. Okay.
Well, this has been a great chat.
Very informative.
Lots to think about.
This is good.
I hope I've helped in
Yeah,
some way.
definitely.
Can I see if she's trying to deceive us in any way?
Make an insight check.
It's like 6.
Much like everyone in this town, she's very hard to read.
Okay.
But you don't get a sense that she's trying to deceive you.
Last question. Any suggestions on the Fire Festival? What to wear, what to eat, what to do when it comes around?
You won't be invited to the fire festival.
What?
Invitation only?
It's for the families.
I see.
So we're just
How
gonna
do I get in a family? I gotta go.
The common man
dream.
doesn't get to celebrate in this city.
We'll just have to get real close with them.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
So you don't get to go? Have you ever gone?
I'll work my job here and continue to make enough money to survive.
Ah.
And you're not associated with any of the families like Solomon or anyone?
Most of the families stay away from my pub.
Good
to make
You're
an
like a
insight check
Cinderella
on that?
story.
Yeah.
Really are. Yep.
I
Great
would love
talk.
to see you in, souped up and ready
Truth.
to go.
Nothing but truth.
Would you roll?
1.
That's very honest.
Well, I think we should all go to bed.
Very happy to be here.
Thank you so much. We're really
please.
tired.
Enjoy the swamp.
Yeah, thank you.
Gracias.
We appreciate your
Maybe I'll do a
hospitality.
math.
You guys paid for
We paid in advance.
for
Like a couple of days.
a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Certainly will.
Thank you.
Be back down for more booze.
Yep.
For sure.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Buy all the booze you want, please.
Perfect. We'll do. Is she gone?
She makes her way out of the room.
Okay. I thought of a plan.
Babe.
You're all gonna hang
Already, huh?
Yeah, I've been ruminating. This is like what it do. You kind of infiltrate, right?
Okay.
So obviously,
She was a babe.
yeah,
Yeah? You into that?
totally could probably have sex with her.
I'm a skeleton.
But you have a penis bone.
No. Well.
Oh yeah, we haven't touched that in a while, have we?
Yeah.
We haven't touched that joke in a while, have we?
No.
We have not.
Sorry, Roland.
We'll come back. We'll come back to
your
it.
life.
Here's the thing.
It's a rib.
Obviously, the Florentine family.
One of the small ones.
Awful. That's just
It's
painful.
small.
It's bad news. Okay, sorry. Why was that a nightmare?
It's okay.
Oh my
Who
god.
thought of that? Was it Tabitha?
It was me.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was. So the Florentine family obviously doesn't need
Shinbone.
any of the power that the rest of the families give them. However,
Yeah,
we
which
got
is
to wipe out
so
the families to give all the power to the Florentines.
Wait, we gotta
Hit
wipe
him?
out the family?
Not wipe them out. Whoa. Not wipe them out. We just got to get the city to turn on the families. No one's listening. We just have to get the families not in favor with the people anymore and put the Florentines in power, right?
Well, it sounds like everybody's not super crazy about the families anyway.
Right.
They
So
just
we
kind
have
of deal with
to-
it because they run things.
Right, so
but
we
that could be
have-
the same thing for Florence.
Right.
Sorry.
So we have to give the power of the people to the Florentines, and they will overrun the families.
What do you think, Uncle Blue?
I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of any of this shit, so, like,
Okay.
your
Yeah.
guess is as good as mine.
Okay, cool.
Would it be possible, like what Griff said, if we present the idea of helping our cause as mutual beneficial to the families, they would all.
Not if they disagree, though. If one disagrees, it'll never happen.
I feel like
Yeah.
if one disagrees, you look like the ass and not going along, and also you would be missing out. You know, if all the other families are into it, why wouldn't you? That's kind of where my brain goes. But again, growing and cultivating.
Growing and
Not
cultivating.
sure about
Like a
this.
field full of
Well, there is also the possibility that wiping out all of the other families would not be beneficial to the Florentines as the way that business runs around
I'm
here.
not
that's
saying wipe the
true.
families out. I'm saying wipe their power away.
Right. But that's
Other
what I'm
four
saying. The way
families?
that things work now might be best for them.
Well, regardless,
So-
we need to get in tight with the Florentines.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
We
What
need
I'm
to get in
saying-
tight.
Okay,
with them.
think about the
Tight.
Like
dente.
leather.
What's the al
Like-
dente? What are they? The
Like
dentures?
fire party tight.
The dronte?
The Andronti?
Look, she said they were the people of the religion, and they pushed the religion towards the people, right?
Right.
I don't remember.
Right.
Tell the
That's-
people what they want to hear is what it sounds
Right.
like.
Every family brings something to all of the families. So if they have nothing else to bring, why would they need the family if they have nothing to bring
Right.
to the others?
Right.
We got to take the religion away from them and turn it against them. Take their power. It's not about the money. It's not about the resources. It's about the ideals. So if we just take the power away from them, they have nothing to give. Why should they be there?
Well, I'm all down for some good old fashioned subterfuge and murder. That's fine.
Yeah.
What might be beneficial to us is approaching the Florentines and offering our services in regard to what they need.
Yeah.
If
Right.
they need other families taken care of, we can certainly do our best to push things in their direction.
Yeah.
But if they want something less than us trying to pull a coup on, 3 other large groups of people all within the city within a constrained time frame,
Just do it at the fire festival.
All we need is their hands. We just need them. They have the biggest hands in the whole town.
Well, if
So-
I was the Florentine.
big
need
gloves.
You know
Yeah.
what that means.
What?
What?
Big hands, big feet, big gloves, big socks, of course.
I
Big
don't know.
boots.
It was a dumb
Exactly.
idea. I'm just saying.
Not a dumb idea if that's what they need.
We can't just walk up to the Florentines and say, "Hey, we want to help you."
Why not?
No, we come.
We come
we're
here,
asking for something on behalf of someone, and
Yeah,
our services
right.
are being
Yo,
offered.
do you need something from us? Do you have like a deal that's like Emberstone? You're missing a couple dudes. We'll
Right,
take care of them.
but
and
it's
then
never
you-
going to end. They're just going to keep asking us to do stuff, and we're going to get tied into a contract.
I know.
We
we'll
won't get
cross
tied
that-
into a contract. Crestport will.
yeah,
We're
just-
private contractors.
we're
We got no
government
dog in
agents.
this
If
fight.
you think you're free to give them your services and then just walk out of the city when it's done, that's a joke.
We're government agents.
Right.
We serve the government. We can just like say
They don't
put
give a
that on-
shit who we serve. They're going to
Well,
ask
then
us
we'll
to
just
keep doing it.
leave.
And then they're going to send people after us to murder us and hide everything
We'll
with
cross
us.
that bridge when we come to it. We're pretty powerful.
I don't want to get murdered. I
You'll be
can't.
fine.
Hmm.
We'll be fine.
Well, it's valid that they might try to rope us into something else, but we don't know these people because we haven't talked to them yet. So what might be best for us is to talk to them
Yeah.
and see what they want. At least get a read on them.
If
Right?
they want their toes tickled, we'll just tickle some toes. And that
Ah,
should be fine. What?
I don't think I can tickle any toes.
I'll tickle it, Tal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Done worse.
no. I draw my lines at tickling toes that aren't mine.
You gotta tickle some toes.
No.
You know, if you want to bake a cake, you gotta tickle a few toes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tickle
what are
a
we
few
doing?
toes.
I want to go back.
To a time before toe tickling.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a great podcast, and I listened to it on tickling. And tickling toes is what they used to do for women who were in, like, you know, Elizabethanians get sexually aroused. And I think that's why I have that response. Anyway, that's
I'll
where
tickle a
Zara
toe.
is coming from.
Oh, yeah.
Elizabethan sexual arousal.
Yeah,
That's
I
where
think
Zara's coming from.
freaked out.
But Tabitha,
And she
I
knocked something over in the room.
It's one of
think
the
you've
empty
got a
wine
point
bottles.
as far as not wanting to get in too deep with these people. So maybe we just send a representative or two to these people so that they don't know all of us, so that some of us can still operate a little more subtly.
Sure.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you say, Captain. We'll just go in, and we'll just say we're here, and here's our services.
Neither of us are subtle in the first place, so.
Well,
You're blue and I'm skeleton.
right.
So you're asking me to do it.
I'm not asking you to do it if you don't want to do it. We make a distinct impression, but
So,
there are worse things. If you would rather stay in the shadows in case there's some throats to be slit, I'm all for it.
I'm gonna cut throats in the daylight. It doesn't matter. I don't want to give or any of what was happening in Crestport first. That's a dumb idea. I don't want to start with that. We have to find some other reason why we're doing what we're doing.
You don't think word has gotten to these people?
I mean, it might have, but I don't want him tied
Oh,
to
I
us
don't
in
think
case
so.
something goes south.
It seems like Emberstone was pretty clueless. You know?
Yeah, they had no idea.
Remember, Emberstone also had a lot of their own
Other
shit going on as far as their
but
leader
so does
being in
this
line.
town
They
with
also live
having the
under a
Blush
rock.
District open. That's true. I mean, here's the thing. If I was the Florentine family, my biggest goal would be, how do I get the Blush District as my own? So it's like, do we present them like we're willing to create a front for you to get it? Like, that seems like the most open resource that everyone's climbing for in this town. To me,
Well-
just from being here less than 24 hours.
we could also walk in there and be like, hey, do you want to reunite the Free States? And they're like, yeah. And then that's it.
That's
I'm just
That
wary
can
of
also happen.
going ahead and killing people that it might not necessarily be convenient
Yeah.
for them to have killed, and then we show up and say, hey, we murdered some people for you, and they're not happy about that because
All
that
I'm
wasn't
saying
part of
is
their
if
plans.
something goes south, they're not going to be the ones that are killed. We are.
no, I think you're right. 100%.
I think it's foolish
Or
to
the
just go,
representatives of our group.
which would be me.
Well,
And
I'll
Zara.
go.
Doesn't have to be. You don't have to do anything.
I was going to say we go because we're the most like standoutish people. They'll notice us fucking anyway.
Yeah, that's,
You guys are also already kind of like, you're stealthy and quiet and live in the darkness.
You know?
And you're
Yeah.
I can be those things.
absolutely.
I'm not. I
Yeah.
don't have an aversion to going. I just think let's think about this from a business perspective. And no business just goes in and tells you exactly what they want off the bat. You have to work for
Maybe
it.
you guys say like, hey, we're new in town, unemployed. We love your family because it starts with an
They're not
F.
going to want to
Do you
do
need-
business with you though, because you're the Aldernia, right?
Oh.
Because they don't do
Oh,
business
shoot,
with Aldernia.
you're
We
right.
can't send in Roarke.
You're
My
not technically from
family
Aldernia.
is on literally the worst terms with Aldernia, so I don't think that that's...
Oh,
Okay, it's the opposite. Yeah.
it's the opposite.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Still, I think if there's this weird aversion to in the town, I don't want to push it and bring you into the Florentines.
But also, that
But,
can make him more valuable to them in a way.
If I
Yeah.
am not with them, but have any sort of dirt or whatever,
Sure.
they might have similar aims as far as, wanting resources. They might want to be part of,
And if you're worried about security, when if like shit goes down south, you just bail as soon as we get fucked up.
What do you think about using tonight as like a chance to get some more info, like on Asher or the Florentine family, and trying to be covert ops, bop around the Red District, hear what there is word on the street, bop around the bakery, hear what there is word on the street, hear what those kids are saying, hear what those grandmas are snoring about, and then we even have more dirt.
So like a stakeout. Just
Yes!
Look, I'm all for gathering more information about these people and trying to figure out what makes them tick before we,
Yeah,
go
because
off.
that's kind
go
of
off
what you
the
were
handle.
thinking with the bakery, right?
Yeah, sure.
Get more dirt on people.
Sure. But then you just become dirty if you don't do anything with it. So I think we need to move and do something. towards getting somebody murdered, I guess.
I guess my thought is just since it's night, it would be weird if we presented our family, walked up to the Florentine family at night.
Oh, no, I don't
Yeah,
think we
yeah,
should
that's
do
what
that
I'm
right now.
thinking, yeah. I don't think that is an option, really, tonight.
Yeah. Well, how about we take
Or
some
we
more
could
time and, we can... Because what time is it right now, Andrew?
I mean, it's getting late.
Getting late? Okay.
I'm gonna just throw out, it's probably, around 10.
Okay. Well, then shit's closed, and...
Yeah, shops are definitely closed at this point.
Only people who are going to shivvy in an alley are probably out this time of night.
Yeah.
But then let's also think they're not going to speak openly about their feelings towards anybody in the street.
That's fine.
So I don't really know if sitting in the sewers is going to do anything for us.
The sewers?
Yeah,
Just sitting on the curb.
Just kidding.
I'll just sleep here.
No, I know. I'm saying to go listen to people talking on the street. I don't think anybody's talking on the street
Would you
about
want
who they
to
hate.
check out the bakery?
Tight ass about that.
Or, check out the Red District and see? Or anything like that? Do you feel like that's worth it tonight or no?
I honestly think the Thieves Guild I was with might be connected with Asher, which
Ooh.
would give me an in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lead worth pursuing.
Yeah.
If you've got a connection here, we're trying to find a connection. So
Tight.
Yeah, I think it would be worth looking around.
if you're part of people who've got some sort of hookup here, that's a good lead. That's better than.
Well, I don't
anything
know
we've got
for
so
sure, so I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
just go barging in thinking we're going to run the place.
No.
Or that they're there. It might not be. I don't know. I had a weird feeling that maybe it was people I worked for before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to scope it out,
Well, I think
it's a worthy lead to look into.
Why are you staring at me? Let's just go do it.
Okay.
Sure.
You want to do it now? Late?
Yeah, that's kind of when you do.
Oh, dark theme
things.
stuff? Okay, gotcha.
Should I take off my armor?
No.
Okay.
You could, yeah.
I mean, you could, but then if you get hit and you don't have it on and
Good point. Good point.
something happens,
Just thinking about it. Love it.
So we're going to the bakery? Or rather,
Sure.
we'll hang out.
we'll hang out by the
Hang
bakery.
behind, and if you feel it's good to go in there, then you can.
Wherever your thieves people are.
Again, don't know if they're there, just going off speculation. But we'll
the bakery?
figure some stuff out. Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
Worth a shot.
You never know.
Road trip. Not road trip. Walk trip.
Short trip.
Short trip.
Let's go on a night walk.
Okay, who's leading the way to the bakery? / how are you proceeding that direction?
My
Slash,
cloak
slash.
is up.
I've got a hood up, trying to hide the tail, kind of curled around.
Yeah, I mean, you
torso.
still got the same get up going,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
At some point, I definitely took my tail.
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
I'm
my
sure,
pants, but yeah, same thing as earlier.
Hot.
I whipped
Whipping it out.
Womp. Yeah, heads up. I'd say probably trying to stick behind you if you're
Yeah, I
leading the
think
way
I guess
there,
so,
kind of
maybe.
letting you be a little separate from the rest.
Okay, Tabitha, I need you to make a survival check.
Oh!
Natural 20.
Beautiful.
Natural 20. Are you guys stealthing?
Yes.
Keeping a low profile.
Okay, then I need everyone in the crew to make a stealth check.
15.
Oh, guys, that was not my worst. 14. At disadvantage.
Look at you.
I know.
24.
I'm not taking the shit.
All my different books that I'm pulling out. Okay. You guys head out of the swamp, leaving Roland upstairs in the room with his bottles of wine.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Nice.
He's happy.
He's had a good day. But you guys head out, and you basically head back the way you came. You make your way back down to the waterfront. You don't necessarily know of another way to get to the bakery, and with your natural 20, I'm just going to say you retrace your steps. But you guys make your way down the front of the waterway, like the docks on your left, and several, some houses, some look like potentially shops. You can't really tell; it's very late. But buildings to your right. Mm-hmm. You notice you hear a creak, and you kind of just look up to your left, and you see a wooden sign that's just kind of like it caught a gust of wind and has just caught your attention. You notice it says the wharf, and you can. The windows seem a little bit boarded up, but you've also seen windows around this area that are boarded up as well. But you see a few people like walk out of it, and they seem kind of inebriated. It seems like another potential tavern or inn. But right as you hit it is your first right to head to the bakery. So you kind of put in your mind that this is a milestone to get your way back to the Solomon's Bakery. But you head north up through some alleys, and you in front Tabitha. You hear an audible scream, and you see the little girl you were questioning earlier in this area just runs across the path that you guys were ahead of you. So like as you were walking forward, you see her scream and run across. You hear her scream and watch her run across the path into like an alley between these two buildings, and she's like continuing to scream as she runs through.
I just make sure my crossbow's loaded.
Okay. You do. You proceeding?
Yeah, I just
still?
keep going forward.
Okay, you do. You continue proceeding forward. Her shouts kind of eventually fading into the night.
I just want to make sure we're not being tailed.
Make a perception check from the
Like
rear
it.
of the group.
Give a tail.
Just keep in mind you're in the back.
Yeah. But the perception is, well, my passive's 14, but I rolled like a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
You're not being tailed. But you guys make your way past that, and very shortly, in a couple next few minutes, you start to smell the smell of the fresh baked bread.
Zara,
Okay.
Zara, try to keep your chill about the bread. Free bread.
You still see lights on in the large warehouse that you have recognized as Solomon's Bakery. But again, you see the two guards out front with blue sashes around their waist, and kind of they seem to be like kind of like a dressed down sailor almost look. Like they have a less poofy version of the shirt Roarke has. It's just kind of like an open lace neck, and it's very dirty. But
so
like,
it's not poofy enough.
Sure, but it looks like they've worked on. It looks like they're cut from people that worked on ships or at the waterfront.
And it's just the front door, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have. I'm saying that you're back distance, that they don't necessarily know that you're there, and you're just kind of back where you were when last we played here.
Okay, hold on.
So you can see it, and a large warehouse next to it.
So 2 options. We could try to find like a back entrance, or like a window sneak in, or we just have to get the guards away from the door. Back alley. I feel back alley. Do you want me to sneak ahead and look for back alley and then come back?
I think scouting is probably wise.
Okay, I will go look, and then I have a plan. You're not gonna like it, but it's gonna work.
Okay.
And then I just
If you're not back in 5.
It's prostitution again.
So flat faced.
Yeah.
It's
Make a stealth check.
always prostitutes.
Oh my God, bless it.
Natural. Good gosh. We're on
13.
fire tonight.
Fire, oh my.
Cool. You just disappear into the ether. You're just like. No, I mean, where would you like to go?
so I just can't picture it. So
That's cool.
There's a warehouse here.
So the main building,
Yes.
the main building being in front of you, 2 guards in front of it. It looks like about 3 stories of windows.
Are we talking like Peaky Blinders Ford manufacturing building? Because that's what I'm picturing. Like a big warehouse.
Similar. It's
and then
very
front
like
door.
Old English. Are you talking about the warehouse, or are you talking about the bakery itself?
Like the bakery, like the warehouse.
The warehouse is very similar to
Okay.
what you're describing.
Okay.
Gosh, it's 2 different buildings? I'm imagining.
Yeah, that's where I was
them as
confused.
the
Yes.
same
It's a
thing.
warehouse,
There is
and then it's a bakery.
the bakery. The bakery looks very much like a warehouse as well, repurposed.
So
It's
like basically 2 buildings.
very large.
Okay.
The warehouse is bigger. Next to it, it is not as tall. Like the bakery is like 3 stories, and it looks like an old, very nice house that has been repurposed. The warehouse is like about 2 stories, but is much longer.
Got it.
Is it behind it?
It is next to it.
It's next to it. But really all we can see is the entrance to the bakery.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm
And
trying...
like you can see the front door to the warehouse. It is on the alleyway between
the 2.
the 2.
Are the lights on the warehouse too?
Yes.
Okay.
There are lights coming through the
Bakery and warehouse.
yeah,
Got it.
upper windows. The lower windows of the warehouse seem to be boarded up. the upper windows seem to have like lights coming through them. It's very similar. You get the feeling that most people in the slum portion of the Pearl District board up windows on lower levels because they got tired of people coming through their windows. Like, you see boarded windows everywhere. Mm-hmm. If that helped you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking for, like, a loose board or loose paneling or a back door.
To which building?
The bakery.
The bakery. Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Because you are looking.
Also, what is up with the girl? That is scary. 12.
12. You make your way stealthily. No one fucking... The gods don't know you're there. You're, like, making your way around it. Looking for any sort of way in. Everything seems boarded really well on the bakery itself. Mm-hmm. In fact, even some of the lower ones with your 13 seem to be reinforced with, like, metal. Mm. This seems almost like a fortress, is what you're gathering on, like, lower level.
Okay. Can I look to the warehouse now?
Yeah. Make an investigation check at the warehouse. 7. Warehouse is fairly well boarded. It's not boarded to the same extent as the actual bakery, but it is still very, very well boarded up. You don't find any loose openings. Mm-hmm. With your 7, you don't notice much else. It's really
I can't
dark
see any entrance but the 2. The bakery and then the one on the side.
The only 2 entrances that you have seen is like the main warehouse doors of the warehouse and the front door of the bakery, which is like straight up like a double house door, like almost like a mansion kind of French door. Mm-hmm. But the on the side, exploring the warehouse, the little gap in between the 2 where the warehouse doors are, there's almost like a loading area that has been built into the bakery itself.
Okay.
To make transportation between the 2 easier.
Okay. Question.
What's up?
You can say no.
I might.
If I sneak to the side, could I get to where I'm, like, parallel with one of the guards? Like, if I sneak by the side of the building to where I'm, at least if I could, like, reach around the side? Or is that too much to ask?
I'm confused what you're asking.
So if I sneak back around, could I get to where I'm at least, like, parallel with the guards, but, like, on the other side of the wall?
Like, here's the guards.
Yeah, like if I'm coming around the side. Yeah.
I will tell you this. The guards are guarding the door. Yeah. The building is much wider than the door.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So, like, you would have to come... You could probably get very close to them with your 20 stealth.
That's true.
But, like, you won't be able to just, like, cut their throat and pull them around the corner.
No. Would they be able to see me, though? Well, they'd have to roll.
They probably wouldn't see you until you... If you were planning to stab one of them...
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't see you until you stabbed one of them. That's why there's 2.
Cool.
And they're very well lit. Like, there's a lantern that comes off the side of the building over, like, the front door. It is one of the nicer buildings, even though it is still dirty, like everything else around it, and it looks very old.
Okay, I'll go back to them.
Okay, you make your way.
How far away are we, like, in this alley?
You guys are, like, away, like, there's kind of like a, not actual courtyard, but almost like makeshift courtyard because no one uses the road in this area. Mm-hmm. So there's, like, this, like, open space in between the 2 where you are at, and you're kind of on the other side. So maybe, like, 50 feet.
Okay.
Out from the door.
I don't remember if we did this last time.
What's up?
Did I put my mask on and look at the bakery?
No, you did not.
I would like to do that.
You do? You mean it's...
Or just look for, like, any kind of thief can't anything. I know I saw it last time, but with
you see the similar thieves' cant that you saw last time over the door that's, like, Solomon Asher's, like, it stating whose property it basically belongs to. Mm-hmm. You do not see anything additionally with the aid of the mask that you have.
And no shadows or anything?
No.
Okay, pop it off.
Okay.
Go back.
You do?
Okay. So, bakery is really, really shut tight. So I think they're hiding something in the bakery. And I kind of feel like they're manufacturing things, and that's what they're trading with if they have all this money. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So then my thought was, what if Asher's making things and providing them to the other families?
Well, my thought, too, is, like, if I wanted to buy some bread, I really can't walk into the bakery. And isn't that what the bakery's for?
Bakery's probably a front. Like, smells delicious, but probably a front.
No, yeah, so I think you're spot on.
I think he's manufacturing something else, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's, like, aiding other families, and I wonder if he's just not with the Florentines since their trade.
Well, either other families or outside interests, since
Right,
that seemed to be
Aldernia.
his deal.
Just a thought. Anyway,
Or maybe, and this is a long shot, but maybe if it's not any of their families, or if it's not Aldernia, might be our friends in Dagger Point.
right.
Too
So
dang.
I thought
That's a long shot.
Yeah, it's a
no,
long
no,
shot, but
I
that's
feel you.
dangerous.
you guys have been proud of me because I was just going to kill him. And then I realized they're probably two in the open. So we just need to get him away from the door. And then I thought maybe I could just go in and offer my aid to whatever they're doing in there.
It's
Well,
a little forward.
they're guarding the front door of the house, but is there any other entrance into this warehouse where you might be able to get an eye on what they're...
I mean, the warehouse has like some spots.
It has tall windows.
Yeah. I mean, we could climb, but I just also feel like we're going to find nothing in the warehouse.
Yeah.
I
think the bakery's
it
where
would
it's
probably
at.
be either what they're making or storing,
Right.
but there's also, it could be, they might be hiding whatever they're manufacturing in the bakery, or it might just be because that's where Solomon lives, and people trying to come in and kill him in the night. It's
He's a powerful family member.
Right. Well, not
Well,
family,
not family,
anymore.
but yeah, but dude.
Right. But my
What you mean to say
favorite
is he's just
chimney-
really dope.
He's a dope dude.
No, I didn't look for a chimney.
Is there a
Yes.
I mean, it has to be for
the
bread.
Yeah,
the
for
bakery has 4 chimneys on top of the roof. It's a very large
Do all
compound.
of them have smoke right now?
Yes.
Dang, they're all being used.
The
okay.
the warehouse has 2 chimneys as well, both with
Is
smoke
there
as well.
both in smoke? Okay, so they're obviously working too. That's the other thing.
So my thing is, Zara writes and draws things, right? So
Okay.
what if we forged a letter of employment? Just an idea. Probably a bad one.
a letter of employment
Right.
This time of
from
day?
and to,
From and to Asher. I don't know. Coming to work for him.
from what,
From my
your
guild.
So you go in there with a...
Right. Just
With your
take it
letter
to
of
the
recommendation,
guards.
and
Right.
we wait out here and see.
But
And
since
I
you know
send-
thieves can't,
Yeah, because it's later in the
would
day.
you
Thieves
know
like to operate this
like
time
the
of day.
right
Shady shit.
words to put on the page?
Yeah, I
to
could-
essentially
Yeah.
say I'm going to be part of you guys.
Yeah, I could write something, and then I could say that they just suggested I come for work here, and I would have seen, because did you guys see his name on the door?
His name on the door. what?
Solomon,
Yeah.
right?
No one can read Thief Can't but her.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What name
Well,
on the
his
door?
name was
She's
on the
humble
door,
bragging.
and the thieves can't. So I would have been the only one that I would know it, and he would know that I'm from a thieves guild, and then we could go from
Definitely.
there. But here's my other thought. I'm sure it's wrong, but if all the families hate Asher, right, and if we can deliver him to the Florentines to get rid of, then that gives them an up on the families, and then
That's a bit of a jump, though.
I
We don't
mean,
know that for sure. We just know the Dragon Lady told us that.
right, we don't. But if I can get some dirt from his people about what's going on with the families, and then
Or even if you can find a way to get the bakery to have an opening.
right,
Even that alone is huge, probably.
right.
Well, this seems promising. So if you're going to Asher, I assume that you're flying solo on that one because you're the one with an actual thieves guild background, and if this is your thing, yes? Is that what you're thinking?
I mean, I guess. And I can just say that I have some crewmates.
I could disguise myself as a guard and be like, yo, I'm with her.
Yeah, that's true. I
She's,
could,
Make sure no one touches your hands.
could I aid a disguise for him?
no, I have a disguise self spell.
But if it's someone I know, you couldn't do it, right? Because you'd have to see them. So could I aid a disguise self?
Ooh.
I don't know if that's a thing.
We can make it a
That's
thing.
interesting, yeah.
Because
Certainly.
I could make you...
I would probably have you do a history check just to remember the person, because if you're trying to do someone from your Thieves Guild, that was a long time ago. And based on that check, I would take it into account with his disguise self.
Cool.
So that's
Well, I mean, I already
No, that's
disguise
a
myself as
great
one of their
option.
guards.
true.
Here.
Oh, they probably all know
Know
each
each
other,
other.
though.
Yeah.
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 I think this is really promising.
I could be
though.
the
If
new
you
guy.
I haven't...
I make glue.
I make glue.
Right. You guys good.
I'm the glue maker.
He's got things to
Yeah,
offer.
the traveling
an
alcoholics,
alcoholic.
that's a good one.
I'm an alcoholic.
And if we get in with them, then there might be a way to bring you guys in.
Either way, if you're talking to Asher, if we're potentially... Frank, as long as he's not touching and feeling, can go anywhere, because he can be whoever.
David
The
Eagles.
rest of us, me, not quite as subtle. So, if any of us is going anywhere, as loath as I am for us to, split off and send anyone in there without everyone else's help, it might be good if we differentiate who's running around where, and if we just have associates that are sort of in the background that aren't,
you have
talking
to get the Florentine head alone. If ever we're to meet him, and because here's my thinking with that, I thought the same thing. And if he knows that we're getting information from Asher, if you find out there is beef with Asher and we can help eliminate him, then we can tell him that we've infiltrated and can help them. But we can't tell his whole family.
No. This is we're trying to talk to the head honcho, but this is why we're going places separately.
Right.
So it's not, the whole crew went and talked to Asher, and then everyone marched their pretty little butts over to Florentines, because that looks bad, and that's how we all fucking die.
Right, which is obviously what we're not going to do.
Right.
Which is why I was saying, Frank and I go in.
Yeah.
Maybe just chill out here until we come back out in case something happens.
Okay.
And we'll yell.
Yeah, can we have
something.
do you have a signal or something you could shoot at least, or?
Yeah, I have a prestidigitation. Another important thing.
Just send it up through the chimney.
Great.
We'll go through the chimney,
we'll watch the chimneys.
and then we'll just kill everybody.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'm all about it.
That's my thought.
I think that's
Just
great.
kill a bunch of people?
If people start trying to murder you,
We'll
totally,
be in there.
and we'll bust on in.
Yeah.
Until then,
We're playing
let's
cool.
try and keep it clean.
Yeah.
We'll keep it clean.
Get the info, and you've got yeah.
Because we
I like
still
it.
don't know how shitty this guy is.
Exactly.
Right.
He could be nice.
I just don't want. I don't
but
want
I
you
think
guys
you
to go
have
in there
a
and get
way
fucked.
Yeah, we have a way in.
Have a way.
Okay, Zara,
Yes.
here we go. Do you have paper and
I'm
something?
here. Shoot.
Okay. I guess just say.
In Thieves' Camp? Because I can't write in Thieves' Camp.
Well, I'll tell you what to say in Thieves' Camp. Does that make? Can I do it?
Isn't there like
Definitive.
littering and
Thieves' Cant is like
dashes and stuff?
yeah, it'd be like telling her
But here's the
teaching
thing.
her how to write in Morse code.
Oh,
and there
I'll do
being
it.
a lot
I'll
more
do it.
things.
I'll
Okay,
do
cool.
it. So I'm just gonna write Saloma sends Tabitha and Singleton.
Did you say Saloma?
Saloma sends Tabitha and Singleton.
This is so cool.
Singleton was
Was
dope
he
as
mentioned?
shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, is that who Frank's gonna be?
Yeah, he was
Oh, cool.
way older than me, but he was.
What does his
really
voice sound
cool.
like?
A man.
Man?
But like what qualities? He's got to inhabit the character.
Yeah,
Then,
like
like-
Anton.
Like kind of like French.
Tabitha
Kind
and
of French.
Oh.
Tabitha and
What is
Singleton.
French?
Singleton.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so
You look like a man who's interested in bread, like long bread.
it's been like
bread.
8 years, but Singleton used to harvest organs.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I love a new Oregon.
he was kind of scary, but he would take people and
horrifying.
open them up and take their
Oh, no.
organs.
That is
myself
He'd
horrifying.
steal
Up
people's
people.
kidneys.
Yeah,
Stealing kidneys.
Would he put them in jars?
I mean, I don't really know
Money.
past that. I just helped him to.
Yeah, room full of
Okay, it was
jars.
dead
Full of
people's
jars.
organs that he harvested.
Loving dead people.
It,
Getting it.
Do you
Feed
have
me
other
more, feed
organs,
me.
Tabitha?
yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't necessarily dead. They were just kind of in the way.
Feed me more. I need more.
But he had a shit ton of money because he would hide all his money in the organs he couldn't sell. He was so awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Gross, and I
Give
like
me
it.
money in your organs.
So what did he look like?
This by far is the most incredible plan that's ever happened.
Singleton?
Yeah, what did he look like?
Okay, so-
Because he's got to become the
Alright.
character, right?
Right. I haven't seen him
Omelet, yes.
in a long time, so we have to go there. But he had this
Omelette.
really bad burn that went up his
Ooh.
eye. Yeah.
Oh.
It was really cool.
I started to create the disguise self, and it's just a piece of flesh. That's just,
Like you're just putting like piece by piece
yeah,
on.
it's just a burnt piece
Yeah.
of flesh on his face.
Yes,
that's
please.
funny.
Yes,
You got a
please.
Zuko
That is
scar, what
funny.
else?
Yeah.
It's
well,
just
it wasn't
flesh
really,
and bone.
It's not a
That's it.
Zuko. It was more just like, so he got in
Boiled.
trouble once,
Right.
and they held him above this fire.
Huh?
Oh,
So he
okay.
has like
They branded
coal
him.
burns. Yeah, kind of.
Adding the cold
Oh,
burns.
Singleton
Oh,
was
yeah.
really nice.
Oh
he was
my
a really
God.
nice guy, though. He helped me out
Really
a ton.
nice.
Look at that facial structure.
Yeah, he came to visit me in prison once at Crestport.
Oh,
Good for him.
Visiting town.
Well, he was there, but
Right.
so anyway, he
Rounder
had these
face
really-
or
Wait, so he was in prison.
yeah, for a little bit.
So
but-
less of a visit, more of just like in prison with you.
yeah, but he brought me
It's a
stuff.
visit.
Well, that's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
it was
Face
really
shape, face shape.
Anyway,
Like a
kind of
square zone?
square.
He's nice. Yeah. Square.
Yeah,
I just
he's
make a
really-
square of flesh. A flesh square. I'm like,
Square of flesh.
I assume that's the noise it makes as it apparates into existence.
Yeah.
Just
And there's like no features on it yet. It's just a square of
No
flesh with a
eyes.
burn mark
No,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah, he had
This is
like,
grotesque, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's really horrifying.
he
and I
had
love
like
it.
really nice teeth on the side that his burn wasn't, but on his branded side, all of his teeth were blackened.
Ha!
Black
So-
teeth. Just black teeth.
No, just one side black.
One side black.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yes.
okay, it's okay, it's okay. And he had kind of a beard. It was a little bit patchy
Probably because of the burn.
because of the
Patchy
burn.
beard.
sense.
Patchy
Yeah.
beard. Looks
Shave,
awful.
shave off the right side just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Adding burns to there.
He had piercings all up one of his ears.
Oh, yeah.
I add ears.
Good to know. Good to know.
Add piercings.
And he had like this really awesome, he had really great hair, and it was like kind of gray and a low ponytail.
And this was how long ago?
Like 8 years. So he'd be
So
like,
the hairline might be a little further back?
a little further back.
Okay, just a little bit.
Maybe the rest of the body would feel a little exposed.
Yeah. He was like 8 feet tall. He was huge.
Fuck, what?
I can
Yeah.
only I can only add a foot or lose a foot. Oh no, wait, never mind.
8 feet? Was
Let's
he
make
a
myself
human?
8 feet.
Was he a human?
your bones don't grow. The
I
head
don't
just
know.
moves up, and the illusion fills in below it.
I mean,
Is he just kind of like-
you could make him your size. You have to remember when I got to the Thieves Guild, I'd never seen any other being.
People, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but okay, so like, if I'm here, like, how much higher than the top of my head? Like,
Maybe like a foot.
okay, so like, high sixes.
High 6.
Add just a foot of hair.
Remember, I was 16.
got a sweet flat
to me,
top.
he
Yeah,
was huge.
seemed 8 feet.
Oh, you were
Probably
16
like
feet.
mid to high sixes.
Yeah, I was little. He was really nice.
Okay, this is better.
Before he joined Thieves Guild, he worked in the lumber field, so he was jacked.
He's jacked.
Yeah. He's
Love
Frank
it.
is jacked now.
big arms,
Completely naked though, because you haven't given
Wow.
him clothing yet.
big penis.
Big.
You know this?
I really don't.
Okay.
I
Okay.
I
Make it
don't
average.
heard about
Oh,
it.
my penis.
But yeah, he had like
He's
usually
standing like this.
Just a massive dick, but still like bones everywhere else. It's really unsettling.
Zara has her eyes covered, but is also peeking.
and he had writing on his like chest.
Adding the chest.
Like tattoos?
Yeah, but I don't know what it said. It was in a I couldn't read it.
Now it just looks like scribbles.
It just says Anton loves Tabitha.
Oh my god,
Don't
yes.
write that. You're gonna
But
get
do it in a different
Okay,
script
I
than
got.
common.
Tabitha loves Anton.
But do it in a different script than common.
Yeah.
So it just looks like cool and
I write it
foreign,
in
like-
giant.
It's very like it's these huge block letters, but it like feel it like has like a
awesome.
very like a more geometric tribal feel to it. It looks like something a gym bro would get done.
Ye old
Good.
gym bro.
Yeah.
Good. Glad you know Giant.
So he also just only wore
And
the
one
shirt
band
that he
on
got
his
burned
bicep,
in.
too.
So he wore like this white shirt, but it's like kind of
Samoan
open
tattoo.
from when he was burned.
Like a V-neck, like a deep V.
Yeah, kind of.
The
Deep
deepest.
Yep. And then just
To his penis.
boys' pants.
Pants.
Nice.
It's cargo pants.
Oh,
He's
great.
wearing cargo shorts and a
Cargo
DP.
pants, yeah. We're talking about pants. Cargo pants, not shorts. It's
Sure.
a faux pas.
Now make a history check.
And boots.
And
Don't forget
boots.
the boots.
And
Big boots for his big
Wow, I
penis.
love it.
Put the arms in boots. Doc Martens.
Make a history check, Tabitha.
Deep V, cargo shorts, Doc Martens.
Gray hair.
With the
Burnt
ponytail.
face.
14.
14. You have done a pretty decent job
Nice.
remembering.
I want to look at him and then just give
Singleton.
Frank this really tender hug. But I don't put my arms around him. I tuck my little arms in.
Love it.
You do. You get a little bit. You kind of run into just like you go through it.
Oh, I forgot.
So you like
I forgot.
run into his bones,
Oh.
like the moist bones, and you're just kind of like, bleh. But it's still a sweet moment of seeing a semi-close Singleton. Like it's not exactly how you remember it because it's artist interpretation to artist interpretation, but it's pretty
Cool.
close.
And pears. You love pears.
I have a tattoo of a pear on my shoulder.
Just
Yes.
A big
don't
tattoo
forget.
of a pear.
Like a
Makes
really
me
big
think of
green.
when you're playing video games, you're adding like it
literally, we just went through a video game character customization screen.
Yeah, we
The
did.
sliders are shit on this one.
Yeah, Frank. What is this, Skyrim?
Tabitha and Singleton,
Pre-mods.
what I say, for employment, both recommended on high skill level. Recommended.
Just go recommended.
Recommended on
Keep it simple.
High skill level, loyalty, and
You said it
trust.
was sent by someone.
Saloma.
Saloma.
Yeah.
Saloma, is that your old boss?
Saloma.
Are you putting the name of the guild?
That was her guild. Saloma's kids was her guild.
Okay.
But her name was
The
Saloma.
Saloma. Oh.
So Dawson's staying
Who the
with
hell is
us,
Saloma?
right?
Yeah, I'll keep Dawson.
Yeah.
Dawson, stay with Blue Man.
Dawson, you're staying with Uncle Roarke.
Uncle Rourke, the cycle continues.
Calm
It's
down.
been there since the beginning.
Oh my
It's been really sweet.
and-
He
should
just
we-
got
Roaring DC.
any
and he
other,
like goes over and
things?
sits next to Rourke,
Should we say anything
but
else?
staring at Frank
I think you guys did a really good
for
job.
approval.
I mean, I think if someone was like, why were you sent to? You had the letter, but maybe you could be like, we're going to get you the Blush District, man.
Yeah.
Maybe keep it vague with promises.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've been
Yeah.
sent with orders to help you with your needs.
And maybe bring up that.
Assassinate someone if you
Yeah.
need to be.
Yeah.
Or pick pockets.
Love it.
Or tickle toes.
No.
You're not part of it. I'll tickle.
Well, they know.
Just
in the-
careful with those bony fingers.
Oh yeah, and they know in the guild. I was A for assassin. You have an H for harvest. Harvest.
Harvest?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Organs.
The H appears. What does that mean?
It just means that you harvest things.
Organs.
Organs.
No,
That's right.
don't tell people that. It's
Grain.
common
Oh,
knowledge.
I love the organs.
Yeah.
And the pears.
And pears.
Pears,
We
love
love
the
pears.
organs.
Wow. I love
We
it.
love
I
pears.
love the toes. Good choice.
Okay.
Incredible.
So, this is great.
This is really good.
Oh, God.
Don't fucking die.
Yeah.
Oh.
I give Tabitha a quick hug and they're like,
No, thanks, Zara.
yep, you got this.
Thanks.
You have anything that you don't want on you in case they frisk you?
Oh, yeah.
Here,
Here, take my snake staff.
Done.
Be
Hey.
careful with him.
Frank.
I will.
Frank,
Safe with me,
Never let
Satan.
go of him before. Yeah?
give him your money.
All that you got.
I don't like being cornered like this.
I'm just saying they might find your money and
They might take
it.
all of it, yeah.
God damn it.
You know I'm good for it.
I know exactly how many dollars is in here. God damn it, there goes the jet ski.
You're
Dollars.
but you're a different person. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Frank's still trying to figure it out.
I know the coins, how many there are. I know of the coins.
This cannot
It's
go
Italian.
wrong. This is
I
perfect.
love it.
I just like shrug and
I
take the
love
This
it.
plan is foolproof.
It is.
Okay.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
Any other contraband you don't want taken in there? We
Frank,
I think I'm good.
I know we've had our differences, but if someone tries to kill you, I will try to protect you.
Thanks. Oh yeah, same for you. I will do the same. Of course. Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm gonna die.
Oh gosh, do you
Just remember,
want...
shit goes south, give us a signal.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Prestigitate up the thing. Let's go. And we're gonna walk to the guard.
Okay. You guys approach the guard. As you step out into the street, Tabitha, dressed how you are, and
He's trying to swagger.
Singleton, swaggering out with his tattoos and
You've got to limp a little bit.
Still trying to swagger, but
Swagger
like
limp.
awful limp.
Yeah.
very pimplin.
Okay.
Swagger the limp.
One of the guard immediately is like, "Hey, halt!"
Hands up.
You stick
With the
your hands
litter.
up.
Yeah.
He just like slowly starts making his way towards you. The other one kind of seems like at the ready.
I think
And
me and
scared.
Rourke try to hide even more, maybe.
So we're still just like in the shadows.
Yeah.
Okay. Both you guys and Dawson make stealth check with advantage. Dawson rolled in that 20.
Oh, yes, Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson. 16.
16? Advantage brings it to a straight roll for you, right?
16.
16? Sweet.
Yeah.
Did it.
I just want to make sure you didn't roll at
yeah,
disadvantage.
thank you.
Cool. Yeah, you guys slink back a little bit more, still in view, but they're very much more entertained with the things that are in the light that they can see.
Yeah.
So scary.
The guard that addressed you kind of makes his way over to you. What the fuck you doing outside Solomon's?
We just have this letter of employment.
You know the bakery's closed right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He takes the letter from you and opens it up.
Oh, God.
Tense moment.
I need you to make a deception for the letter.
No, we got this.
I'm going to give you advantage on it because you are using a lot of very compelling things with it.
Oh,
Specific
my
verbiage.
God.
Can I assist?
Oh, God.
Jody has advantage. Deception.
Oh my god. I forgot that I took it as a proficiency. I'm so stressed.
13? Okay.
Hey, you don't have expertise in that, do you?
No, that was with my expertise.
Oh, yes, nice.
He looks at it.
Saloma, we ain't heard of those kids in a long time. Why'd you get sent down this way?
Well, I was up in Dagger Point, and then I'm sure you heard about all of that, so there really wasn't any jobs to do there, so we moved.
Saloma's kids run out of Crestport.
Yeah, we were up in Dagger Point trying to harvest for Crestport. So
I don't know what you mean by harvest. And he like winks back at you.
Nice, good use of harvest. Yeah, so nothing to really get there, so we went back to Crestport, right, Singleton?
Yes.
And and we've been sent here.
That was incredible.
Yes. And we've been sent here on a job to help eliminate some things and help build some things for Asher.
He looks you both over.
I'll be right back.
Oh my God, it's happening.
Don't move.
Sure.
And he like walks in and you watch him give, make perception check, Tabitha and Frank.
Can we see how it's going?
I mean, you're fairly far away at this point, but you see that he has talked to them and is walking towards the door.
12.
Okay, that's good.
12. 5. You see him knock, but you can't quite hear it. You're not quite sure what the cadence of the knock was as he knocked on the door. But you see a slit in one of the doors that had been pulled in, like open up, and you see light from the inside. And then you see the door open, and he walks into the light, and the door shuts, and the slit closes. And you wait for like 10 minutes.
I just sing my song under my breath to keep calm.
You both notice the guard that's standing on the other side is like staring you each down. And he has like one arm propped up on like what is kind of like the little stairs up to the doors of this house. Like there's like a little bit of like almost like what we would qualify as like a concrete railing now, but it's just made of wood. And he's got like an arm on it, and he also has a hand behind his back.
Got it.
But he's like staring both of you down. But about 10 minutes passes, and the door opens back up. Same guard comes out.
Tabitha a question in that 10 minutes.
Cool.
What is my name? Again, I forgot.
Singleton.
Singleton.
Yeah.
Singleton.
Is that the metagaming thing?
Sorry, I
That is
couldn't
the
help it.
metagaming
I'm so
thing.
stressed for you guys.
No, I love it. I love it.
Singleton.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
It's like Templeton, but...
Singleton. Oh, that's not right. That's not the right accent.
Perfect. But in those 10 minutes, the gentleman comes back out.
All right. I need both of your weapons.
Sure.
What are you handing over? Your longbow's on your back.
My longbow,
Certainly can see
my
that.
short sword, my short bow. That's it.
So you're keeping your knives.
Yeah, but they're in my bracers.
Make a stealth check.
Oh my god.
Yay.
That's right.
We're gonna live!
That's right.
So your knives are still on you.
Maybe.
As you hand him this plethora of weapons that he's like, where are you getting these? Like,
Love that.
So many.
I love that.
Totally
and
pulls
then
that one
he
from
extends
his
a hand towards Frank for whatever weapon you might hand him.
Since I don't have my character sheet, I think I just have a dagger.
It's okay. I mean, I'm judging that that's probably true. But like, are you trying to conceal anything?
I'm
Is
not
what I'm
trying to
asking.
conceal anything.
Sweet.
Like,
So you're just giving him whatever weapons you have.
I only need a dagger. I give him the dagger.
He takes a dagger. Roll intimidation.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Where the hell is it?
Charisma.
That's 10.
You should get more weapons then. Like her, she's got a lot of shit.
Well, he just needs, his harvesting.
They only need
Knife.
a dagger.
Even with a 10, he's starting to get uncomfortable. With just like the combination of harvesting and I only need a dagger. It's like a little bit much.
Yeah.
He's like,
All right. Follow me, the boss will see you.
Yes, you
Oh no.
We're not alive, though.
so he starts walking towards the door. Are you guys following?
Is there a way to sneakily,
Kill him.
no,
Kidding.
just to, put my arm behind my back and do, a okay sign as we're walking?
You're
Okay.
fine.
I
mean,
do that, hoping
He stops
they can
looking
see
at
it.
you as he turns around. I mean,
Okay.
make a stealth check again.
Oh my, what?
I was actually about to say sleight of hand, but I'm pretty sure you just rolled a 20.
You freaking like give us a whole like. I know. Yeah, you do full on baseball moves with that.
You send back like just a little bit of like a signal, just like
Hoping you guys see it.
like one of
So
these
clear.
or something like just that like might look like you're talking to Singleton.
Okay.
Because the other guard sees it, but like doesn't put together what it is or whatever it is.
Okay.
And you guys make your way up the steps, and the door slides open again, same as it was. This time you're close enough. You know that he raps on the door like 3 times and waits, and then the slit opens up.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything because I think it's very obvious that the person knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And it closes back, and the door opens. You and Frank enter into a fairly large, well-lit interior that looks very nice. The floor is marble and seems to be very polished. It is a stark shift to where you just came from.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about this reads interior of a building that might exist in one of the other districts that you've walked through. The outside doesn't read like this at all, but as you step in, it's almost mansion-like. In the main area of this room, there is a counter. There seems to be breads displayed on the counter itself. There seems to be a wall behind the counter that has different kinds of variations of bread. It smells very much of like cooked bread, fresh bread, sourdoughs and stuff like that. And you see behind the counter a gentleman.
Tom Hardy.
No,
Dang it.
but I will use his description quite a bit. He's wearing an apron.
Tom Hardy.
The apron is very dirtied, and not necessarily dirtied in the way bread would make it dirty. Not blood stains. It's got like different smudges on it. If you want to like roll to see what that is, like you can certainly try. But he's standing there. He has a nasty scar that runs like from the bottom of his like chin up over both of his lips and up under his left eye, right eye. It looks really gnarly. He has some like weird hair patches that look like they aren't growing from scars on his head. And he has like over his left eye, there's like a gouge in the eyebrow that has split the left eyebrow as well. He looks rather like lithe, but like a very muscular lithe, but he's in a puffy shirt, so it's a little bit hard to tell.
Does he have a yarmulke too?
He does not have a yarmulke. He is not Tom Hardy from Peaky Blinders. But Tom Hardy from Peaky Blinders certainly inspired him. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. You'll get a sense of Solomon Asher. But you
I
see,
wasn't expecting you to just get straight to the man himself.
do you see Solomon Asher?
We sure did.
You also see in the room at least 8 of those guys with blue sashes, standing in each corner of the room and then at doorways in the room. There's one stairwell behind Solomon, presumably going up to another floor. And this bakery area seems rather small for the building outside. But you are in the main foyer of the building. The guard that talked to you walks up and kind of like avoids eye contact with him and is like, Mr. Solomons, these are the ones that were apparently sent to talk to you.
Oh, I just looked down and not at him.
He's just staring at you.
I stare him right in the eyes.
He stares back at you.
Oh man.
Damn it, I'm doing Fujitski.
French.
Oh, wow.
Frank, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
What? That is like
I'm gonna be doing Zana Truth.
9.
9. This man is terrifying to you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You are currently frightened of him.
Sheesh.
What does that do for me?
It has combat things, but we're not going to talk about that yet.
Cool.
I'm just
Little
saying
lip quiver.
he basically succeeded intimidation check on you.
Okay, cool. Little lip quiver.
If we went straight into combat,
We'd be in trouble.
you would have a whole slew of things until you broke it. But you guys have met Solomon Asher. And that's where we'll stop.